Hey everyone, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot, and we're going to take a look at your current situation as of July 3rd, 2025. I'm going to begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box. I've set the intention of this reading to be for your Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus placements. So I do encourage you to look at all of them. That way you can take the portions of those messages that resonate with your current journey, and you can kind of create your own a little personalized reading out of them. If you're not sure what your placements are, also in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and then just come back here and click on the timestamp for the respective placement or placements that you wish to view. Keep in mind, my friends, this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that don't fully resonate. And if that happens, please don't get upset. It just means that one message is meant for another person of your sign or your sign's placement. So just take what fits, how it fits, and leave what doesn't. And of course, if you would like a one-on-one live Zoom tarot reading with yours truly, please visit my website, thetimeline.tarot.com, for more information. With all of that said, let's begin. Hello, Aries. Let's take a look at your current situation as of July 3rd, 2025. Tapping into the Aries collective now for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What does Aries need to know about their current situation for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? We'll get one more shuffle here for you, Aries. Please and thank you. Okay. Your first card out, practicality and order. Bottom of the deck, we have assertion and impulsiveness, followed by seduction. I'm getting the feeling here, Aries, that you are in a situation, environment, or connection that is very practical. Everything is very orderly. Everything is very routine. But I also feel like it can be a bit boring for you at times, or maybe even a bit restrictive. I feel that some of you, because that assertion and impulsive card are both Aries energy. So I'm getting the feeling here like there's something else that's calling to you, whether that is like another option or choice, or just maybe another path. But I feel like you want to assert yourself and impulsively move in another direction, maybe towards another situation, environment, or connection that is more seductive, but maybe just like more alluring sounding, more Aries in nature. I kind of feel like where you're at might be a little too boring or a little too restrictive. Tell me more about this for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What do they need to know about practicality and order? And how does that pertain to assertion, impulsiveness, and seduction? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Also, that seduction card is Piscean energy. Kind of gives me like Seven of Cups kind of feeling. So I feel like there's something alluring about another option or another path or something like that. In the recent past, we have the Four of Swords. In your current situation, we have the Empress. And in the near future, we have the King of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have Page of Wands to the Fool. So the overall feeling here for the Aries collective is you are tempted by the new, this new beginning, this new option, this new choice, this new pathway. I feel like you've been taking a moment here to rest and maybe explore those options that you have. Tell me more about this here for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to clarify the Four of Swords, the Empress, and the King of Wands. I do see you taking action on your own behalf in the near future. Tell me more about the Four of Swords here for the recent past for Aries. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Four of Swords is being clarified by King of Cups, Ten of Cups, and wow, King of Wands. Tell me about the Empress here. Why is the Empress here for Aries? First card out is the Six of Wands, followed by the Eight of Swords and the World card. And the King of Wands. Why is the King of Wands here for Aries? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands is clarified by Six of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. Oh, look at that. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands to the Page of Wands to the Three of Cups. And then we have the Eight of Cups to the Sun card. So in your recent past, I see you here. I mean, maybe for some of you, you needed to heal, whether that was healing emotionally, physically, financially. That's quite possible when we see the Four of Swords energy. But I'm getting more of a feeling here of contemplation. Contemplating what direction you want to go in, contemplating who or what really encompasses your Ten of Cups, what really makes you happy presently, what would make you happy or happier in the future. And I feel like you were you were contemplating this decision based on your heart, based on what felt good to you or what you believe would feel good to you in the future. So not a lot of mental action. And King of Cups is also intuition. It's the most intuitive king in tarot. So I feel like this contemplation mode that you've been in respect to this decision wasn't so much analytical, like it's not like a King of Swords kind of energy. It's more of like, what sets my soul on fire, King of Wands, and what do I intuitively and in my heart believe is best for me. So really using emotion here almost as the litmus test or the compass to decide what pathway here you want to take, or this choice or this option. Presently, we have you in Empress energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. So I feel like this is now where you are beginning to use the positive traits of all four kings or all four queens, depending on how you identify. So you are using what is good for my long-term goals, right? King of Pentacles. You're thinking more analytically with your mercurial mind now in the Knight of Swords, looking at things very black and white, very like logistically. And then we have that King of Cups energy, which what would make me feel good. And then, of course, the King of Wands, wanting to take action on one's own behalf in respect to your future. I think this is what you've been doing presently. You know that in order to move in a particular direction, it requires you to close something else out, right? If you're changing career paths, you might be now contemplating abandoning a career path that you've been in for 5, 10, 20 years. Same thing for those of you where maybe this is a relationship you're contemplating exiting. I mean, I don't have any indication of that, but it's quite possible when we have the 10 of Cups energy. So maybe for some of you, that's what you're contemplating, leaving a long-term connection in order to either go, you know, on your own or maybe towards someone else. I don't know your particular circumstance. I just see you here wanting victory and wanting to conquer the negative attributes. That's what's so unique about your current situation, because 8 of Swords is like the lower octave of the devil. This is when we get trapped in thinking about something, but not the positive aspects. We're thinking about all the negative aspects. Well, if I do this, what happens? If I leave this job for this job, and then this job fires me in 4 months. That's all the negative what ifs, instead of thinking, wow, this could be the best thing, you know, that ever happens to me. But I see you wanting to conquer that 6 of Wands over the 8 of Swords. It's like, no, 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 Aries, we can't think about all the negative what ifs. We need to think about the positives. What are the positive benefits that I will reap if I make the decision to close out whatever this is for me? In the near future, I see you taking action on your own behalf. King of Wands is being clarified by 6 of Swords. It's a card of moving forward. Knight of Pentacles in a very grounded and stable way, but also creating a plan. Because astrologically speaking, the Knight of Pentacles is actually Virgo. Virgo is mercurial. It's ruled by Mercury. It's also a card of, it's also a zodiac sign that speaks to systems. So this is you now thinking long-term, I need to create a long-term exit plan to move away from whomever or whatever this is. Whatever the new thing is, whatever's in that Fool card energy, because we have the 2 Page of Wands there with that 3 of Cups, I feel like it's really calling to you. Like it's really calling to your emotions and also your desires, right? That seduction card. I feel like you know intuitively that that is the best route for you, at least for now. So I do see you creating some type of system or plan to exit whatever it is that you're currently in. I don't think it'll be easy for you to leave whatever this is, because you'll also be in the 5 of Cup energy. So there's some remorse or regret that this pathway or this job or this relationship didn't work out the way you thought it would. But whatever that new beginning is seems to be enticing you enough to want to 8 of Cup, whatever this is, and walk towards the sun, which would be like 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So emotionally speaking and intuitively speaking, you know, and even, you know, mentally speaking, right, because the King of Swords is represented here, or the Queen of Swords is represented here with that Emperor Empress card. So it's like all 4 kings within you, or all 4 queens within you, know that that's where you want to go, or that you would be happier there, or maybe even more financially abundant there. Tell me more about this new beginning here for Aries. Let's clarify that Page of Wands to the Fool card here, please, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle now. Thank you. Yes, the Chariot, the 3 of Swords, and the Death card. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups, your whole new beginning. So I do see you moving forward, closing this out with some remorse, with some regret, with some heartbreak even, that this didn't pan out the way, you know, that you thought it would. But we're really close here to the ending. Once I see the World card, I have the Death card. There's a lot of sword energy here. So you're in the eights right now. So I don't think this is like an immediate ending, but I do see you creating a path or a plan to exit whatever this is within the next 6 months. That's the overall feeling here. I think you're going towards the new, despite any doubts, fears, or insecurities. You have Six of Cups. This is something you wanted to do for a long time. It is your wish fulfillment. And look at that. We've got the Empress. So now we've got the Empress on the table. So maybe for some of you, you're moving towards the job you've always wanted, the career path you've always wanted. And for some of you, you're moving towards a divine counterpart. Either you have already identified this person, or they're just on your, they're already within your energetic frequency because they're waiting for you to leave behind whomever or whatever this is. So take those messages, how they resonate to you, Aries. But that's currently what I have for you. You are stuck in a situation, environment, or connection that's working. It's practical, it's orderly, but it's a bit restrictive. And you're being seduced almost to move in another direction. And I do see you taking action on your behalf, being very assertive and moving towards the new. So that is what I have for you, Aries. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus. Let's see what we can find out about your current situation as of July 3rd, 2025. Hope you're doing well today, Taurus. Let me just clear the deck here from Aries reading. Tapping into my bull gang now. What does Taurus need to know about their current situation as of July 3rd, 2025? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And we'll get one more shuffle here for you, Taurus. Thank you. Your first card out, we have Decision, followed by Drama. Bottom of the deck, we have Indecision, we have Lust, and we have Manipulation. We have Aries energy here on the table, as well as Scorpio, Leo, and Gemini. Taurus, I get the feeling here that you've been in indecision, obviously, right, for quite some time, not knowing what direction to take here in respect to a particular situation, environment, or connection. But I feel like you are on the precipice of making a decision, if you haven't already. Some of you, I think, already have, but you haven't acted upon it. I think you're going to be very strategic. I think for the longest time, you were in indecision, because if we look at this card and we close the opening, right, I'll put my finger over the opening, it kind of looks like a brick wall. I have nowhere to go. I don't know how to get out of this situation, environment, or connection. But now you do see an opening. Somehow one was created for you. So now you can see a path through this. So I don't really feel like you're in indecision any longer. I just think now you're being very strategic, because also on the card is a chessboard. And I feel like you need to be strategic with this exit, because you're trying to avoid any drama in your life. So it actually could be, that manipulation card could be attributed to you in terms of like a Seven of Swords energy. But I don't think you're doing anything here to get over on someone. I think you're manipulating a situation so you can exit it gracefully when you're ready, in your own time, and in a manner which avoids drama. I don't think you want like five of wands kind of energy. I don't think you're looking for that. Tell me more about this here for Taurus. Decision and drama. And how does that relate to indecision, lust, and manipulation? Tell me more about this here, please, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your recent past, we have the Ace of Wands. In your current situation, we have the Eight of Pentacles. And in your near future, wow, we have the Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Taurus, we have you, Queen of Pentacles, to the World card. So I do see you in the near future exiting whatever situation, environment, or connection this is. With that Queen of Swords there, I feel like you will abruptly cut off whomever or whatever this is. Now, I don't think it's abrupt to you, because remember, you're strategic. You're also the backbone of the zodiac. So I just feel like this entity or energy, whomever or whatever this is, they might not see it coming. They might feel like you're abruptly cutting them off. I don't feel like that's something that you would do. I don't think you walk into work at 9 o'clock on a Monday and quit the job. Like if this is work related, I think you set up the next job. You know what I mean? So it is beneficial to you. The way you're exiting might come as a surprise to the boss, but it's not a surprise to you. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands here for Taurus. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Thank you. We have the Magician. So you've been manifesting a new beginning. Wow. To the Three of Wands, to the Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords, to the Seven of Wands, to the Strength card. So Taurus, I feel like you've been manifesting a way out of whatever this is so you can move towards happiness, whether you have already defined that or not. Tell me why the Eight of Pentacles is here for Taurus. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here for Taurus? Why is the Eight of Pentacles here for Taurus? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Eight of Pentacles is clarified by Two of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and the Strength card. And the Ten of Cups, why is the Ten of Cups here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Let's get one more shuffle here for you, Taurus. Thank you. Ten of Cups is clarified by Eight of Wands, Five of Wands, that's what you've been trying to avoid, and the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have Page of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Cups to the Sun card. In your recent past, Taurus, we have the Ace of Wands to the Magician, to the Three of Wands, to the Ten of Cups. I feel like originally you were manifesting for a new beginning in this situation, environment, or connection. Whatever it was difficult for you. Maybe there was some drama, some competition, but I think you were manifesting. I really hope that I can move forward and stay in whatever this is, that there could be some new creative beginning if this is work related or in respect to a project, or I would just like to reconnect with this person if this is like a friend, family member, or lover. So I do think you are hoping and praying and probably putting in a decent amount of effort here to say, let's try this again. Despite the drama, despite whatever manipulation may or may not have occurred here, whether there was lust, there wasn't lust, I don't know your particular situation. But there was a desire here to, I'm really hoping and praying that this will work out. In your present situation, you have determined that it is not working out for you. You have the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Strength card. You are emotionally checked out from whatever this is, the situation, environment, or connection. If this is work related, you're showing up to work and you're taking care of your responsibilities. But, you know, when 5 o'clock comes or the end of the day, you're punching out and you're going home. You're not giving them an ounce of anything extra. You're not coming up with any new ideas. You're emotionally checked out. You're showing up in that Eight of Pentacles energy to put in your part of your responsibility. So I don't think you're slacking when it comes to that, but you're not giving your heart to this job or this project or this connection anymore. We go from that Ten of Cups of, I really hope and pray that this is all going to work out, to the Eight of Cups. This has been an emotional disappointment for me, if I'm speaking like you. However, for some reason, unbeknownst to me, you are holding back from fully walking away from whomever or whatever this is. And I don't know, you're the backbone of the zodiac. Maybe you don't want to leave this job till you find the next job. Fair enough. Maybe you can't disconnect from this friend, family member, or lover. Maybe they're having some issues and you just feel like it would be bad timing. Maybe you don't want the drama right now. Maybe you're trying to figure a way how to gently let them down. You know, that reason will be there for all of you, but you're emotionally checked out. You're showing up and putting in some effort, but it is minimal. It's just kind of like maintain the peace right now, and you are holding yourself back from leaving completely. In the near future, we have the Ten of Cups. This is what you're in the pursuit of, but no longer with the situation, environment, or connection. You're looking to move forward. You're looking to close this out and move in another direction that you feel would be emotionally more fulfilling for you than the current situation, environment, or connection. And you know that when you speak your truth in that 15 or 20 seconds of insane courage, you know that it will result in an argument. And I think for some of you, that's why you're delaying this Page of Swords to the Seven of Pentacles, to the Page of Cups, to the Sun card. I feel like you're delaying communicating this. That Seven of Pentacles tells me you've been sitting on this for quite some time. The World card. Tell me more about the World card here for Taurus. I do see you closing this out, Taurus. I feel like once you get all your ducks in a row, or, you know, things have settled down with this individual, there's definitely something here about that. Let's see, what's the delay? Why does Taurus have this delay right now? Because you're holding yourself back from doing this, and I don't know why that is. One more shuffle here, please, Anne. Thank you. The delay, Taurus. We have the Page of Wands, the Fool card. Wow, World to the Fool in a little spread. Nine of Swords. You haven't quite figured out the best time to do it. You know that you want to do it. You've already made the decision internally to you that I want to move on from this. I want to discover another job, another living situation, etc., etc. Three of Swords. It's breaking your heart to do this, but you know that, look at that Devil card. You know that the situation, environment, or connection is toxic, or there's some maybe codependency. Maybe this is a friend, family member, a lover, and you feel bad leaving them behind. You don't know how they would survive without you. So there could be something like that here at play, where you feel sorry leaving this person behind. I get the feeling here that you really didn't want to move in another direction. I think that's why you've been sitting here for so long in that Seven of Pentacles energy. But now that you have emotionally checked out, I feel like you've made your decision. You've just been paused here. It's like you're waiting for the right time. The World card. Tell me about the World card here. What do we have underneath the World card? Oh yeah, that's right, the Queen of Swords. So I do think that you'll be speaking your truth here to whomever, whatever this is. Tell me more about this ending for Taurus. One more shuffle. Thank you. This is being clarified by the High Priestess, the Five of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. So I do see you communicating this to this person. It seems like right now you're just keeping it a secret. And that High Priestess energy, you're keeping it to yourself. You're probably not telling anyone else that you're thinking of leaving the job, you know what I mean? Or walking away from this friend or family member, or disconnecting from this lover. I think, again, there's a lot of remorse and regret here that this just didn't pan out the way you thought it would, because at some point you had hope here that it would work out. For some of you, this was a false start. It's almost like you were praying like hell, like it would work out. But you're currently sitting here in this state of surrender of, okay, this just isn't for me. But I just feel like you're looking for the right timing to say it. Can I get timing here for Taurus? And please don't allow tarot to dictate your moves. But let's get timing for some of you. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Wheel of Fortune. When you're ready. When you're ready. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords. You're going to be very strategic about this. Again, we go to strategy here, manipulation. I don't think you're doing it to harm this person. I think you're just setting up the next thing, and whatever that next thing is for you. So yeah, I don't think you're telling anyone that you're planning to close this out, but you're going to do it in your own time. Definitely in your own time. This is Jupiterian energy. So, I mean, it could be hinting to Sagittarius season of this year for some of you. To only take that, you know, if it resonates, obviously. But there's a lot of planning here to be done before you officially exit this. That's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope that that was helpful in respect to your current situation. If you like these messages and they resonated with you, or maybe you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you good luck with the situation. And of course, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini. Let's take a look at your current situation as of July 3rd, 2025. Just going to clear the decks here from Taurus's reading. Tapping into the Gemini collective now. I hope you're doing well, Gemini. For those of you in the United States, we're a day away from celebrating Independence Day. So I do wish you a happy Independence Day for those of you who are celebrating. Tapping into the Gemini collective now. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What does Gemini need to know about their current situation? Let's get one more shuffle here, please, for Gemini. Please and thank you. We have impulsiveness. That's Aries energy. And achievement. Bottom of the deck, we have acquisition and independence to fortune. Whoa. What are y'all working on? It's like, I did a reading for you. I think it was your May reading, either April or May. I think I titled that monthly predictive tarot reading, Fortune Favors the Bold or Fortune Favors the Brave, something like that. That's the feeling that I'm getting here. It's like you're taking impulsive action to act on your own behalf, independence. And this is such a great achievement for you. Like, this is a big milestone for you. So you're changing something up here in your life, whether it's, you know, career and finance or love and romance. But I feel like you're claiming your independence, or for others of you, you're really just like, you're really nurturing yourself. You're following your dream here, your path. I feel that acquisition of independence, you're reclaiming your independence. And because of that, I feel like you're getting a little gifty here. That's Fortune card is Leo energy. It's like now you're getting a little gifty of fortune or good luck. Maybe for some of you, this was a lesson that you had to learn. how to take back your power or your autonomy from something. Maybe that kept you small or stifled. One more shuffle here for Gemini. Thank you. In your recent past, we have the Emperor. In your current situation, we have the Emperor. I love this deck. It actually has 2 Emperors. And in the near future, we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, there's some kind of fortune, luck, abundance. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands to the Empress. This is huge. This is huge. Tell me where we're going with this for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So the deck has 2 of all of the male cards, but only 1 of the feminines. And what I like about the masculine energy cards, it's like one is like the traditional masculine, and then the other one is like very balanced masculine and feminine energy. So I think you went from being rigid to being very emotionally balanced at this time. So I don't think this was an impulsive move for you. I think you're about to make an impulsive move. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups. Tell me more about the Emperor here for Gemini. Why is the Emperor here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Emperor is being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the 7 of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. You are resisting this new beginning for a hot minute. And I don't know why that is for you. Maybe you had other responsibilities to tend to. Maybe you felt trapped in whatever this was. Maybe you just didn't have enough hours in a day, right? It happens to us. But whatever this new direction here is for you, as much as you wanted to take action on your own behalf, you were resisting it. It was almost like, I can't do this until the time is right type of feeling. So in the recent past, you wanted to move forward in a particular direction. You knew that it would be a good move for you. We've got the horseshoe here. So you knew this is going to be smart. If I do this, I will have great achievement with this decision or on this new life path. Tell me more about the Emperor here. Now, this is the more balanced Emperor in your current situation. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Magician to the King of Pentacles to the Moon card. Oh my God, you are like manifesting stability, manifesting success, manifesting financial abundance. It's literally like wishing upon a star. Yeah, Moon to the Magician. This is some very active manifesting and coming from a grounded place in that King of Pentacles energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. King of Pentacles is in the near future. Tell me what this is all about. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Pentacles clarified by 4 of Wands, 6 of Swords, and the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Emperor to the 2 of Cups. You cannot make up these cards. So I'm going to read this a couple of different ways for you. Some of you were trapped, and I don't know what this trap here was. This could be a job situation where maybe you felt inclined to want to like open up your own business or go work for another company or agency or firm, but you were holding yourself back. I can't do it just yet. And again, I don't know why that is. It's a collective general reading, but you knew that when the time was right, you would take the inspired action and move forward. In the present day, we see you here moving forward in the sense of manifesting. I now know definitively I'm moving in this direction. I'm ready. It's like you're talking to the divine. It's like you're talking to God. And you're like, okay, I'm ready. I made up my mind. I held myself back long enough. I'm ready. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Are you ready? So now you're like manifesting. Now you are literally co-creating with the divine. It's like, you know, that dream that I had that I kind of put on the back burner. I'm ready to go now. I'm ready to launch. You're praying like a mother effer that this pans out for you, that you made the right decision, that you're striking the iron while it's hot. Like, I hope that I got the timing right, is the feeling here. In the near future, I feel like your manifestation is becoming a reality a hell of a lot quicker than what you realize. So if you're leaving a job, excuse me, if you're leaving a job because you're starting another job or you're launching your own business, it's highly successful almost immediately. Like upon leaving that job, we go from 6 of Swords, leaving that job, to the Chariot in the new job. You're making more money. It's more exciting. It's a faster paced environment. 4 of Wands, it really adds to the stability of your life financially and emotionally. For some of you, this also could be like the opportunity to work from home at this job. You're moving forward, full steam ahead, exiting whatever, you know, whatever's held you back is what you're leaving behind, and you're moving towards the new. And like I said, for some of you, this very well could be work related. For others of you, you were in a relationship. I could take that Queen of Wands as a karmic. I could take it as a karmic where you're in this relationship with this karmic, And please, I don't use karmic in a disparaging way. I believe everyone is a soulmate. I just think that there are different levels of soulmates, and some are in our lives for a reason, to teach us some of the hardest lessons we'll learn. And then we have the more beneficial soulmates that could be in our life for a season, or maybe for the entire span of our life, but they seem to be happier, more mutually beneficial connections, regardless of the length of time that they're in our life. We think back and we think very fondly. We don't think, oh, that mother effer really screwed me over. That would be like, for me, that's like the karmic, that you would remember that way. Soulmates are people that you think of very, very fondly. You almost don't have a negative thing to say about them. And then you possibly could have twin flame energy here, especially when I'm seeing the Four of Wands to the Emperor to the Empress. So you claim this how you want. You know your life story better than I do. But some of you were in a relationship with a karmic, okay? And you were holding yourself back from moving towards this other soulmate, or possibly even this twin flame. Now, for some of you, you have identified this twin flame. I don't know why you were holding yourself back, but it looks like currently you are of the mindset of, I have decided to move towards my divine counterpart. I'm just going to call that person that. I'm going to move towards my divine counterpart. Whether they're a known entity or not, I just know that they're out there. So for some of you, you know this person. Others of you, you don't. That's quite possible. And in that respect, I see you, then Six of Swords to the Four of Wands would be you deciding in the near future to leave behind this individual that either you shared some type of connection with, possibly for some of you, maybe even a house or home, maybe, you know, you shared residence with them, but it looks like you're moving forward. And in the process of moving forward, you're connecting with this divine counterpart. And like I said, for some of you, you already know this person. Maybe they've been waiting for you. Empress to the Three of Wands, that's possible. For others of you, you've been waiting for them, like either to move towards them, or you just know that they're out there. Like I said, whether you know it or not. But it looks like the Gemini collective is ready to work. You're ready to work towards this new direction. So yeah, whatever's held you back, I feel like you have eliminated that, and you're presently moving forward. And for some of you, it's in respect to career and finance. And for others of you, it's in respect to love and romance. But you're moving forward towards happiness, towards fortune, towards independence. And what you're acquiring here on the other end is different for all of you, you know, whether that's financial or that's romantic. But either way, you had to claim your independence or your autonomy from something or someone that was keeping you stuck. And just the fact that you were able to do that, I think, was a great achievement for you. Tell me more about this new job for the Geminians, where this is a new job or a new career path. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. We have the 10 of Cups, we have the 7 of Cups, and we have the 9 of Wands. I actually like this. I feel like this is the type of job that you'll like doing every day. Not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows and unicorns and fairy dust, but it's not a job or a career path that you would give up on voluntarily. It makes you emotionally happy and content, and it's also emotionally stimulating. So it's creative, and there's something new at this job all the time. It's not a boring desk job. So for your mercurial mind, this is actually it's a very intriguing job or career path. And yes, for some of you in that 10 of Cups with that 4 of Wands, you would be able to work from home to do this. Now, for the Geminians, where they are leaving one connection and moving towards this soulmate or this divine counterpart, whether they know this person or not, what do they need to know about that? One more shuffle here. Thank you. This card came sliding out. We have the 7 of Swords, we have the 3 of Cups, and we have the Death card. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. This is probably only going to resonate with like one person watching. Most of you that can resonate with this portion, you're already in this third party. And I don't know where you are on the triangle, but most of you are already participating in this triangle. There'll be an end to the third party here. You will end up with your divine counterpart, whether that's the person you're currently with, or, you know, maybe you're leaving the karmic and you're the one moving towards. I don't know how this is going to resonate for you, but there's a new beginning here. Page of Swords, Queen of Cups. You've been waiting for this person, Gemini, or they've been waiting for you. Something like that is going on here. The Queen of Cups is waiting. It's almost like you've been waiting for a communication from this person, or they've been waiting on communication from you. But yeah, I'm going to say 90% of you already know this other person that you're moving towards. There's been some deception here or lies or something like that, of course, because the connection itself is a third party. But there's an ending here coming to the third party situation. So you will be moving towards your divine counterpart. Can I have timing for the Geminians who are moving towards their divine counterpart? Can I have, okay, we had a lot of cards just come out. Now, not every card in tarot is timing, but let's see. We have the Three of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Hermit. So it looks like there's an ending to the third party within the next month, and then a move towards a divine counterpart in Virgo season. Yeah, look at that, bottom of the deck, Fool card. So there's some kind of separation here from the karmic, and then I don't know, you and this other person coming together in Hermit season for this new beginning. And intuitively, I think you know this already in that High Priestess energy. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. A little bit of a bizarre little reading there because you've had a couple different messages. But that's what I have for you in respect to your current situation. It looks like you're about to break out from a situation, environment, or connection and move towards something else that you have identified to be both emotionally as well as financially more abundant for you. That's what I have for you, Gemini. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I wish you good luck with this. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. Let's take a look at your current situation as of July 3rd, 2025. What does Cancer need to know about their current situation? For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What do they need to know about their current situation? One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have intuition. Well, you are one of the more intuitive signs in tarot. Resourcefulness. And bottom of the deck, you have fulfillment, generosity, and negotiation. I almost feel like you will be coming up with a creative way to go after a goal or a dream that you have. I feel like it's been stuck. Maybe you haven't felt like you've had all the resources. Intuition and resourcefulness are both Cancerian energy, by the way. Fulfillment is Sagittarius energy. And generosity is Leo. So there's something here about you. I've wanted to do this for quite some time. I feel like it would either emotionally or financially be fulfilling for me. But I think you've been stuck. Like, I don't think I have enough resources to do this, whether that's time, you know, money, commitment, etc., etc. But I feel like you're about to have a breakthrough. This is going to come to you like as a download. So seeing the same signs or synchronicities or just an idea, just some download, or you could be watching TV and you see a commercial and you're like, oh my God, I could do that. Or why didn't I think of that? It's something like that. It's some download that you receive. And it could be while you're just like washing dishes or doing laundry or stuck at a red light. That's the feeling I'm getting here. It's the aha epiphany moment. Tell me more about this here for Cancer. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your recent past, we have the Five of Wands. See, this is you trying to strategize. How can I accomplish this goal? In your current situation, you have the Emperor. And in the near future, it comes to you. Queen of Swords, bottom of the deck, Five of Cups, Six of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. You're going to be able to move forward from this. I kind of want to call it a dream. Something here you put on the back burner. You've wanted to do it. You didn't know how to do it. You didn't think you had the money to do it. Something like that. And I feel like it's been very sad for you because you haven't been able to move in this direction. And now this doesn't have to be business related. This could be love related as well. I just see that you're not emotionally fulfilled currently because you haven't really been able to move completely forward in this direction. So tell me about the Five of Wands, the Emperor, and the Queen of Swords here for Cancer. We'll clarify these one by one for you. Tell me more about the Five of Wands here for Cancer. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Five of Wands is being clarified by the Four of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. See, I feel like this has been a dream of yours. This came up in your reading maybe within the last week or two. And I forgot what reading it was that I did. It was one of like those all signs readings that I do. And it was something about you having a dream that you kind of like suppressed. And some of you have had it since childhood, some not. Some it's just, you know, something you wanted to do in the last few years. But you kind of been like unable to move forward on it. And again, maybe it's time commitment, maybe it's money. For most of you, probably it's money. That's what happens with all of us, right? When there's some new thing we want to do, or a trip we want to go on, or a place in the world we want to see, most often what holds us back is finances. And that seems to be what the concern here has been for you, because that Five of Wands is being clarified by the Four of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. And it's almost like you have been daydreaming, right, for lack of a better word. And the daydreaming isn't a bad thing. But you've been daydreaming of like, how can I come up with a plan to nurture this dream so I can move towards it? Because whatever this is for you, whether it's going out there and finding the love of your life, or, I don't know, opening up your own business, it requires vulnerability. It requires resources to some extent. So I kind of feel like you've been daydreaming about this new beginning, and also trying to come up with ways on how you can attain it or achieve it. So if this is love related, I don't have any indication that it is, but let's say it is. It's like, where could I meet the love of my life? Or how should I go about doing it? Do I randomly go out into the 3D world? Do I visit bars? Do I don't know, go to museums? Do I get a dating profile? There's a lot of contemplation here on how do I move towards the new. And if this is like business related or financial related, yeah, it's like, how the hell am I going to get the money to move towards, you know, to move in this direction, open that business or relocate or whatever it is. I know that it would make you very happy. Three of Cups to the Queen of Wands there. I just think you've been sitting on it for a minute. And I think for some of you, you may have even like given up on this to some extent. Like, oh, I don't know if I could ever really do this. Maybe it'll just exist as a dream. I think that's what some of you maybe have been thinking. Sorry about that, Cancer. I had to plug in the camera before it died on us. So let's clarify the Emperor now. Why is the Emperor here in Cancer's current situation? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Emperor is being clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Star card. So I feel currently, and maybe some of you have already experienced it, maybe some of you will experience it in the next week or so, but there's this aha epiphany moment. Look at the Eight of Wands, how they're coming down almost like from the heavens. And that's what I was saying, like some type of download, something you're going to see or hear or think of is going to make you revisit this dream, right? Seven of Cups is Neptune and Pisces. So it could be about this dream or this fantasy or this goal that you've had that you've kind of, it's always just been a dream, this wish fulfillment. I think that you're going to come up now with some ways where you're going to be able to like make a choice here with that Lover's card to be like, okay, now I know how I can go about attaining that. Tell me why the Queen of Swords is here. Tell me now why the Queen of Swords is here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Queen of Swords is being clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. You have three of the four aces on the table. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Magician. Yeah, there's this aha epiphany moment that's about to happen for the Cancerian collective that says, I know how to either like bring this back together, like if this is a connection that maybe you wanted to reconcile, or I know how to move forward on this dream or make this a reality. I thought I was stuck. I thought I couldn't do it. But now I've come up with this strategic plan, right? Five of Wands is like playing chess here. So yeah, I feel like it's an intuitive hit that you're receiving. And that's going to make you realize I do have the resources to do this. I can fulfill this dream after all. And you're moving towards wish fulfillment. Look at the Queen of Swords. It looks like a globe, but it's actually like a hot air balloon. But she's looking through a telescope. So now it's like, now you have your eye like on the prize. This Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Now you know how you can move towards it in that Six of Swords energy. If this is career related, I feel like you'll be very financially abundant if you decide to move in this direction, because we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Magician, we have the Queen of Pentacles here twice, two different decks, plus that Ace of Pentacles. So if this is a financial move for you, this is great. If this is love related, this is just as fantastic. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Looks like you've been stuck, and there's some idea, epiphany moment, something you're going to see, hear, or think of that's going to move you in, or at least give you the opportunity now to move towards whatever or whomever it is that you desire. If you're celebrating your birthday this week, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. And of course, if you're in the United States and celebrating Independence Day, I'd like to wish you a happy 4th of July as well. That's what I have for you, Cancer. If you like this message, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo. Let's take a look at your current situation as of July 3rd, 2025. Let me just clear the deck here from Cancer. Hope you're doing well today, Leo. Okay, let's tap into your collective now. Tapping into the Leo collective now for July 3rd, 2025. What does Leo need to know about their current situation? What does Leo need to know about their current situation? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What does Leo need to know about their current situation? One more shuffle. Thank you. We have organization, enthusiasm. I love this. And bottom of the deck, we have loss, health, and flattery. I feel like you're coming out of a Five of Pentacle kind of energy, feeling in lack, feeling abandoned, feeling not good enough, feeling like all hope is lost. I feel like this week, if you haven't experienced it yet, I feel like this is the week that you're going to get now organized on a new plan, on a new goal. You're feeling excited. It's a very enthusiastic feeling here. With that health card, I feel like you're back in the game. I think you're back in the game now. And I also think you're speaking kindly to yourself. That flattery card is Gemini energy. And Gemini energy, you know, is represented in tarot by the sword suit. All the air signs are. So it's not just the words that we speak to others. It's also the words that we communicate to ourselves, right? Our thoughts. So I feel like this week you're talking better to yourself. And in that respect, you're feeling better. And now you're excited. Now you're excited to move forward. Tell me more about this here for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Yeah, I think you're coming out of emotional loss, or maybe like an emotional depression here, because that loss card is Piscean energy. So in the recent past, we have the Emperor, and this deck has two of all of the masculine cards. And what I like about one of the sets of masculines in this deck, they're like, you know, the traditional masculine. And then the other one is a beautiful combination of feminine and masculine energy. In the current situation, we have the Hangman. And in the near future, we have the Four of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. Yeah, Ten of Swords, Knight of Swords. I think you're moving on from a situation, environment, connection. Could even be a health issue for some of you that just kind of weighed you down, made you feel not good about yourself, maybe even made you feel abandoned. I feel like you're coming out of that. If you haven't done so already, I feel like it's happening very soon for you. Tell me why the Emperor is here for Leo in their recent past. Why is the Emperor here? This is a different message. I think you felt in the past that other people were pulling the strings, because I notice on this card, the Emperor is very large and everyone here is small, and there's strings attached to some of these people. So maybe you felt like in the past you weren't in power, or that other, you know, another person or other people were like pulling the strings, or you had to show up, right? Kind of like a puppeteer and show up in a certain way. Like, got to keep the show going. Show must go on. That's the feeling I'm getting here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Emperor is being clarified by the Three of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Hermit. I feel like you, oh wow, bottom of the deck, Hierophant. I think you learned to the Seven of Swords. You learned a spiritual lesson in the recent past in a really hard way, whether someone deceived you, lied to you, maybe you realized that you were deceiving yourself. There's definitely something here about a spiritual lesson for you being uncovered due to some type of deception. For some of you, it was deception of others, pulling the strings. For others of you, you were deceiving yourself. Maybe there was something you didn't want to look within, but with that Hermit energy, I feel like you've done some soul searching. You identified whomever, whatever that is, whether it's external to you or internal to you. And I feel like you've claimed, or in the process of claiming, your independence and your autonomy from whatever that has plagued you for so long. So in the recent past, I think that you've been like, kind of emerging, sort of like a butterfly here after a period of doing a lot of soul searching. And yeah, definitely it's kind of like Estella's got her groove back type of feeling here. In the current situation, we have you in Hangman energy. It's almost like analyzing everything that transpired in the past, trying to get a different perspective of it, trying to realize that all of that had to happen, all of that loss or all of that heartbreak was meant for a reason. It made you realize things. It made you open up your eyes. It made you show up differently. It made you do some soul searching. And so you've grown as a person and as a spiritual being. And so there's like a moment here of reflection in the current situation of like, wow, I've been through hell, but I survived. And I'm a better, stronger Leo because of it. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Hangman is being clarified by Four Swords. Yeah, look at that. All of that healing that you've done. Two of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Now you have a little bit more of an optimistic energy about you. I can't really see everything about my next step, right? Because in the Two of Swords, this individual is blindfolded. That's also the moon in Libra. So it's almost like I can't see where I'm going, but I know where I'm going. It will be more fair and balanced than where I came from. I also know that I'm going to show up differently. I'm going to show up in a more fair and balanced way for myself. I know that there's this happiness out there for me and structure and stability in the Four of Wands. Maybe I can't see it, and I can't, you know, it's not, I was going to say it's not pentacle energy, right? Maybe it's not something you can physically hold in your hands, but you're believing in your heart of hearts that better days are ahead. And it's a very reflective feeling here of like looking back to the past and understanding why everything happened the way it did, that it made you stronger. You were able to stand up to someone or people or maybe even yourself and become free and independent and autonomous. So something that was really keeping you weighed down for quite some time. Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here in the near future? For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is the Four of Cups here? I feel like you're slowly moving forward. The Chariot is typically the fastest card in the deck, but in this deck, the person is on riding a snail. So I almost feel like you're making forward progress towards this stability, towards this happiness, but it's not erratic energy, even though you're a fire sign. I'm getting the feeling here of like very grounded earth energy. So you're making slow incremental steps towards your happiness. We have the Three of Swords, we have the Five of Cups, and we've got the Devil. This is in your near future. Tell me what this is. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Further clarified by the Page of Wands, the Queen of Cups, wow, and the Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. So in your near future, you'll be making small incremental process away from the habits or the patterns or maybe even the situations, environments, or possibly even connections, whether they're professional, platonic, or romantic, that kept you feeling tied down. I think that made you feel like you were at a loss or you were abandoned or you were not good enough. And that really broke your heart. But whatever this toxicity was, again, whether it was external to you or internal, maybe even a combination of the two, now that I'm looking at the energies on the table, I just see you here moving forward cautiously, right? Page of Wands is the minor arcana card to the Fool card. So again, you're moving forward. I think you're reserving your emotional energy. I don't think you're giving it out freely like you used to. In the deck I used for you, the chalice of love, if you will, has a lid on it. I think you're reserving a lot more for yourself. I think you're loving yourself more. And in that respect, you're moving towards happiness. And I think what you realize, Leo, is that happiness doesn't reside in a particular situation, environment, or connection. It resides within you. Other people can come and go and add or detract or subtract from it, but all of your happiness eggs can't be in one's basket. I think in the near future, what you're realizing is you are your own brand of happiness. And again, other people can come and go from your life, but as long as you're good with yourself and you're authentic to who you are, you're going to be happy. I think you're overcoming a lot. This is like huge karmic cleansing here for the Leo collective. So yeah, presently, you're taking small steps to move forward towards happiness, even if you can't see it. But you're excited because you know it's out there. You've got a spark here within you. I think you're also talking good words to yourself now. I think you're talking yourself up in that flattery energy, maybe even stroking your own ego. And that's a good thing. You should do that. Ego is healthy. So I like this for you. Yeah, you're definitely making small incremental progress towards the new. Yeah, you look at what you're walking away from. Toxicities, codependency, heartache, loss, betrayal, trauma. And it's a choice that you're making. You're moving towards stability. You're moving towards structure. You're literally creating the life that you want now, not beholden to anyone else or any former patterns that you may have exhibited. I love this for you. That's what I have for you, Leo, in respect to your current situation. Very deep contemplative mode I feel that you're in now. Again, looking back to the past, realizing you've come a long way, and also being equally excited for what the future holds. And you should be, because you've overcome a lot here. That's quite evident from the readings that I've done for you as of late. So bravo to you. You definitely are moving towards better and happier days and feeling more emotionally content even by yourself. I think what some of you have realized is I may be alone, but I'm not lonely. There's a difference in that. And I remember post-divorce, living by myself, like at first I was lonely, even though I'm the one who asked for the divorce, right? I'm the one who had the 15 or 20 seconds of insane courage. But it did kind of hit me in the weeks to follow that I was alone. And being alone at that time made me feel lonely. It took me a couple of weeks to realize, oh my God, I really like myself. I like my space. I like my quiet. I like my peace. And then I went through that period of time where I was alone but not lonely because I really liked myself. And I think that's sort of what you're moving towards. You're really liking yourself. Whether you're single, you're partnered, it doesn't matter. The Leo collective is like slowly falling back in love with themselves. So bravo to you. That's what I have for you, Leo, for July 3rd. 2025. If you like those messages or they resonated with you or you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo. Let's take a look at your current situation as of July 3rd, 2025. What does Virgo need to know about their current situation? For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. If you are in the United States, we're a day away from Independence Day, so I'd like to wish you a very happy 4th of July. Tell me more about this here for Virgo. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have optimism, card number 9. I like that. Sagittarius energy. We have discrimination. That's Virgo energy, actually. Card number 6. And bottom of the deck, we have originality, companionship, and riches. I think you're very optimistic now about your professional, platonic, and romantic connections in your life. I also think that you're a lot more discriminatory now, like a lot more discerning about who you welcome into your circle. It's almost like if I'm alone, it's great. If I've got one friend, it's great. That's the feeling that I get here. I think you found like that riches card. I feel like you found it internal to you. You're thinking differently now in that Aquarius card there of originality. Tell me more about this here for Virgo. One more shuffle. Thank you. In the recent past, we have the Sun. In your current energy, look at that, 9 of Cups. Happy all by yourself, whether you are, you know, with someone, not with someone, have one friend, 100 friends, family, no family, feeling very emotionally content on your own. And look at that, new beginning for you in the near future with that Ace of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have 8 of Pentacles, Judgment to the Ace of Cups. You have 2 of the 4 aces on the table. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you're feeling way more solid and grounded now than you probably have in the past. Tell me why the Sun card is here. Okay, 2 cards fell out of the deck. We have the 4 of Pentacles and we have the 3 of Wands, followed by the 5 of Cups. Why is the 9 of Cups here in the current energy for Virgo? Why is the 9 of Cups here? One more shuffle. Thank you. 9 of Cups is clarified by Ace of Swords, 4 of Wands, and the Magician. I just love when a sign shows up in their own power, especially like in the current energy. And why is the Ace of Pentacles here for the near future? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Empress, the Page of Pentacles, and the 6 of Cups. You are just you're on fire. I think I said in one of your readings, I'm not even going to want to read for you anymore in the month of July. Hierophant, 2 of Pentacles, Temperance here. I mean, you've come such a long way. You should just be so proud of yourself. So in the past, you were trying to be happy in that Sun card. You were trying to be optimistic, but it was difficult. You felt stuck and you felt stagnant and you felt like happiness was going to elude you for the rest of your life. It's like you were waiting for something or someone to come along to make you happy. I think that was your belief in the past. I think now with that originality card being a thinking card, I think now you think differently. But I think in the past, some of you maybe didn't feel like fulfilled unless you had a partner or you had a friend or a certain amount of friends or something like that. There was definitely this pain and loss and regret and remorse in the 5 of Cups that kind of overshadowed your happiness. Maybe some of you felt like this is always going to be elusive to me. I'm never going to be happy, or I'm never going to find connections that I'm happy with. And yeah, you were stuck and stagnant for a while. I also think some of you were waiting for happiness to come to you. These days, you're thinking differently. These days, you've had this breakthrough moment of clarity of 9 of Cups. I'm good on my own. I'm really all that I need. I can make myself happy. Do I want to be partnered? Absolutely. Would I like to have 1 friend, 10 friends, 100 friends? Sure thing. Who wouldn't? But if I'm just on my own, I'm good. And you mean it. Like currently you really effing mean it. You're more stable, more structured, happier, and your manifestations now are no longer coming from a place of pain or regrets or trauma. They're coming from a place of complete and emotional contentment, all on your own, all within you. No external validation here needed. So in the near future, that manifestation that you wanted, boom, here it is. Because now you're manifesting from a higher frequency, from a higher vibration. So that Ace of Pentacles is being clarified by the Empress, the Page of Pentacles to the Six of Cups. I don't know what you're manifesting here. The love of your life, your counterpart, a soulmate, soul bond connections like friends and friends who become family, a job that can go the distance, a job that, you know, maybe a dream you've had since you were a child, and that Six of Cup energy. But whatever it is that you're manifesting, soulmate, divine counterpart, new job, maybe relocation, financial stability, it's different for all of you, obviously, but it's coming true. And it's coming true because presently you are manifesting from a place of internal wholeness. And I don't think you have felt this way for a long, long time. What a spiritual lesson here. High Priestess to the Hierophant card. Five of Wands, Page of Cups, Five of Swords. Yeah, this is what this was the lesson. Love shouldn't be difficult. I shouldn't have to fight for love. I shouldn't have to fight for respect. I shouldn't have to fight for someone to invest in me. I shouldn't have to fight for someone to be kind to me. I also shouldn't lower my standards to have anyone in my life. Because every time you did that in the past, there was deception and lies and betrayal and conflict and disagreements and discord. So I think you kind of found the secret sauce here to happiness, and Leo is just on the precipice now of finding it. So I kind of think you were like on the forefront of the zodiac when it comes to this, of realizing that happiness is internal to you. And once you figured out that secret sauce, it's like you flip the table over and you change the game here. Tell me about this Ace of Cups here. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. That is the Ace of Pentacles there, right? Yeah. Tell me about this Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles here. We have the Moon, we have the Death card, and we have the Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. I don't know what you're manifesting. Emperor to the Empress, divine counterpart, twin flame, soulmate, a business partner who has integrity and is honest. You know, I don't know who that is for you, but you're manifesting them and they're coming in. You don't even see them coming. But whomever or whatever this new opportunity is, or this new start, or this new connection, you're calling it in. You're calling it in, and it's coming in. We have a new moon in Leo on July 24th. Call it in. I would call it in. And if you still have to release anything from back here, we've got that full moon in Capricorn on the 10th. I would release whatever is left here. For those of you who may be still a bit struggling to get to here, I would ask for what you need to release that. And then in that new moon, I would start calling this in, because you are at the right frequency, the right vibration now to call this in. It's almost like becoming a magic manifester. I mean, moon to the magician is like that. So I would take advantage of that and pour some pentacle energy into making this a reality. So not just calling it in with some type of new moon ritual, but literally going out there, like looking for the job or looking for the business partner or the financier or whatever this is here, the love partner, lowering your walls, being vulnerable, getting out there. You're going to have to co-create with the universe on this. You can't just ask for it. But I almost feel like if Source sees you putting energy into whatever this is, you literally get it. I don't want to snap too hard for those of you wearing headphones, but yeah, it'll come in like rapid speed. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Very, very nice energy for you. I think you're going to make the other 11 signs jealous. So it doesn't mean that everything in your life is, you know, picture perfect, but you're a far cry away from where you were a year ago when I was tapping into your energy. So I'm really happy for you. You definitely deserve this. That's what I have for you, Virgo. Your current energy is you are literally a magic manifester. So whatever you want, call it in, put in some pentacle energy, and I feel like it'll be yours. That's what I have for you, my love, as of July 3rd, 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you good luck with your manifestations. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. I hope that you're doing well today if you're in the United States. Tomorrow is Independence Day, so I'd like to wish you a very happy 4th of July for those of you celebrating. Let's get into your energy now, Libra, and see what your current situation is all about as of July 3rd, 2025. What does Libra need to know about their current situation? What does Libra need to know? For Libra's Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. I just saw Devotion. We'll see if that wants to come back out again for you. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your first card, we have Appreciation. This is Leo energy, followed by resistance, Taurus energy. Bottom of the deck, we have patience, Virgo energy, manipulation, Scorpio energy, and fulfillment, Sagittarius energy here. Interesting. Tell me more about this here for Libra. What do they need to know about appreciation and resistance? Appreciation is card number 5. 5 is all about change. Tell me more about this here for Libra. What does Libra need to know? I just saw the 6 of Cups, so maybe for some of you this is in respect to a partnership, whether that's professional, platonic, or romantic. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your recent past, Libra, we have the 9 of Swords. In your current situation, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And in the near future, we have the High Priestess. At the bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the 8 of Cups to the Chariot. I feel like there's a situation, environment, or connection in your life that you don't feel very much appreciated in. I think you gave a lot to whomever or whatever this has been. And I feel like it has been a resounding emotional failure in some respect. I do think that some of you are resistant to moving on, either physically or energetically, from whomever or whatever this is. Some of you want to move on from it, but you're incapable of it. And I don't know if that's because maybe you need some finances or some things need to be wrapped up here. Let's see what tarot shows. So I feel like you're needing to be patient right now before you exit whatever this is. I see you doing it in the near future. 8 of Cups to the Chariot. But in this deck, the Chariot, the individual is riding a snail. So even though you will be making forward progress, it's just not happening very quickly. And again, why that is different for all of you. Some of you are just resistant and don't want to make this monumental life shift. For others of you, that manipulation card is a little like 7 of Swords. Like maybe you need to get your ducks in a row. You know what I mean? Dot your I's, cross your T's. So it could be a card of strategy before you can fulfill in that fulfillment card your desire to move on from this. So for some of you, you're exercising extreme patience here. That patience card is also Virgo, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury, but it's different than Gemini, where Gemini gets lost in the details. Virgo is all about systems. So maybe for some of you, you are creating a plan and needing to be patient with yourself while you, 1, create the plan, and then 2, execute the plan. Tell me about the 9 of Swords here in the recent past for Libra. Why the 9 of Swords? One more shuffle here. Thank you. 9 of Swords is clarified by 2 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and the Moon. So in the recent past, really up in your head, right, with that 9 of Swords card. This is almost like being at a decision point. 2 of Wands. Do I want to walk away or disengage from whomever or whatever this is, right? Do I want to leave the job? Do I want to disconnect from the friend, the family member, the lover? Do I want to uproot and move? Maybe for some of you, this is in respect to a move with that Chariot card. But I feel like what kept you there, or what maybe is even keeping some of you there, right? Because you're all on the same timeline at this point. You're just at different points. So for those of you who were stuck or currently are, it could be, I want to move on from this, or I know that I need to, but, and then with that but comes the doubts, fears, and insecurities with that Moon card to the 9 of Swords. But can I do it? But should I do it? But how do I do it? Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? I feel like this is giving life now to the idea, the aha epiphany moment, how you can do it. I think this is where that manipulation card and the patience card comes into play. I think you're currently creating a plan on how to move on from this, whether that's looking for another job or going back to school or finding a new income source. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles, clarified by 10 of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Sun. Wow. So I think for some of you, bottom of the deck, we've got 2 of Cups, Page of Cups, and 3 of Wands. I think you want to move forward from this situation, environment, or connection. I have 2 of you here. I have 2 groups. This is where you all were in the recent past. And presently, the Libra collective has split. Some of you are taking the fast track out of this, and some of you are taking the long way. And what I mean by that is the fast track Libras are internalizing this and saying, I have not been appreciated here. And although in the past I may have resisted leaving, I'm now going to be very strategic while I create this plan, and then be very patient with myself and with the difficult situation, environment, or connection that I find myself in until I can properly execute my departure. And then I have another group of you where you're like, I'm very resistant to the change. I don't feel capable. And so I'm going to try this one more time. I'm going to try staying at the job. I'm going to try staying connected to this friend, this family, or this lover. So some of you are going to, you're all going to end up, I hate to say this, because then people will respond in the comments, well, you're telling me I don't have free will? You do. You have a new beginning here. Now you have the choice if the beginning begins now or begins a year from now or 2 years from now. You have the divine gift of free will to choose how much more time you want to spend. That's your choice. But whatever this is coming to an end. I hate to tell you that as much as you resist it. You can unsubscribe if you want. So some of you are recognizing that and creating the plan and leaving it. And some of you are going to try this one more time, regardless of whatever deception or emotional discontent has occurred within the situation, environment, or connection. Some of you are so resistant to it that you're going to stay in it, even though whomever, whatever this was, has manipulated you in the past. And it's going to be a heavy lift, but some of you are deciding to stay in it, especially for those of you where this is a soulmate, soul bond connection. Tell me about the High Priestess in the near future. Why is the High Priestess here? One more shuffle. Thank you. High Priestess is clarified by the High Priestess, the Hermit, and the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. So in the near future, some of you will be creating this plan, and you're going to really keep it to yourself. You're not telling a soul that you're changing career paths or saving money to move on, or you're going to leave this person, or you're relocating. It's hush to the hush to the hush. High Priestess to the High Priestess to the Hermit to the Chariot. I'm not telling anyone where I'm going. Everyone will know what the day I'm ready to go. That's the feeling here. In the meantime, I'm going to show up with a smile on my face. Business as usual. Until I'm ready to fulfill that dream, to execute that plan. Hush to the hush to the hush. No one will know until the day I'm ready to leave. Two of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Cups. In my own time, when I'm ready, when I feel grounded, when I feel stable enough, when I'm ready for the new, when I have the new all set up, then everyone will know I'm leaving the job. So it's almost like, if this is work related, finding another job, not even giving the current job 2-week notice. It's 5 o'clock on a Friday. I've loved working here, but I'm out. I mean, it's literally that abrupt. So there's not even like notification. This isn't telling your spouse, for those of you where this is a marriage in that Hierophant energy, this isn't telling your spouse ahead of time, I want a divorce. This is your spouse not finding out until they get served. That's what this is. Hush to the hush to the hush. For others of you, you're going to stay in this and try it one more time. And you're not going to tell anyone about the hardship that you endured in it and how difficult it is for you to continue to exist in it. You're going to resist telling other people. You're just going to move forward and cross your fingers and toes and hope for victory and success. Nine of Swords, Page of Swords, and Temperance to the Justice card. Yeah, for those of you that are leaving in your own time, you're not going to tell anyone literally until the day you're leaving. For others of you, you're going to exist in this a little bit longer, and it's going to be really difficult with that Nine of Swords energy, because that's how we started the reading. So I don't think it takes long. Maybe between now and Sagittarius season is when you're going to realize nothing has changed here. I've tried to stay in it, and I'm right back to where I was on July 3rd. Nothing has changed here. And that's when I think Justice to the Nine of Cups is when you'll join the collective who's moving forward. They'll be 5 or 6 months ahead of you, and that's okay. Everyone moves in their own time, but that's kind of how I see this all playing out. I'm sorry to tell you that. Let's get 3 cards of advice here. Let's get these back in the deck too. 3 cards of advice here for Libra. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. Some of you are, like I said, discovering a way out, thinking of different ways. And for others of you, you're trying to discover ways on how to make this work. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. I will tell you something. Some of you think that it's your fault. That's why you're staying. You think that if you show this job or this friend or this family member or this lover a little bit more appreciation, or if it's a lover, if you're a little bit more sexier, or you lose the weight or something like that, that it'll work this time around. Some of you are taking the bulk of what happened here on you. I wasn't a good enough employee. I wasn't a good enough friend. I wasn't a good enough family member. I wasn't a good enough lover. I wasn't a good enough provider. Some of you are putting this on yourself. That's why it's backbreaking. So the perpetrator here is taking little to no responsibility. Not because they don't want to. I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. It's because you don't want them to. Because right now you're blaming yourself for this. It's maybe for one of you watching, so don't take that portion of the reading if it's not yours, but that's the message that I just heard. 3 cards of advice here for Libra. One more shuffle. Thank you. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, Page of Cups, bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands, 4 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, the Star card. When you're ready, if you need to work on this because you want to give it one last go, go ahead. If you want to work on creating a plan forward, go ahead. But in terms of advice, it's not going to be long before you either, the decision you've made to move on, something's going to transpire and it's going to solidify it for you. I'm really glad that I started finding an exit plan. Something's going to transpire here and it's going to make you realize I'm doing the right thing by moving forward. And for those of you who stay, same thing. It's not going to be long. Probably within the next 3 to 4 months, something's going to transpire. Either way, something's going to happen in the next 3 or 4 months. For those of you moving forward, you're going to be like, I'm so glad that I started, looking for another job. Maybe you find out the company is selling or downsizing or, eliminating position due to budget cuts or something like that. Maybe you find out your person is engaging in 7 of Swords behavior again, for those of you who have experienced that. There's just something here of this incoming communication that leaves you in the 4 of Cups. So for those of you who've already prepared to, make this advancement and move, you're going to feel very like, start to the 10 of Pentacles. I'm really glad I started putting in the effort to move towards wish fulfillment, like in a new direction. And for others of you who stayed, you're going to feel like I just wasted 3 or 4 months. Nothing has changed here. So I don't know if you're discovering something or your person says something, but there's a feeling here of I need to start moving now in another direction towards wish fulfillment because it's no longer here. So maybe the job says you decide to hang in there, but then the job says something in September or October, something like that. And you're like, crap, I should have started looking for a job months ago. Something like that will transpire here. But that's what I have for you, Libra, in respect to your current situation. For those of you trying to give this a go again, I wish you a lot of luck. And same thing for those of you who are looking to create a path forward or, out of or away from whatever this is. I wish you luck as well. That's what I have for you, my dear. If you like these messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you good luck with this. And as always, light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio. I hope you're doing well today. If you're in the United States, tomorrow is Independence Day. So I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday to your country, to our country. For those of you, those of us in the United States, happy 4th of July. Scorpio, we're going to take a look at your current situation now as of July 3rd, 2025. Just want to clear the energy just a little bit here from the last reading. Okay. Let's get into the Scorpio collective now. What does Scorpio need to know about their current situation? What does Scorpio need to know about their current situation? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle now. Thank you. Oh, 2 cards. Well, I was going to pull 2 cards. We have 2 cards. Your first card is Escape. That's Pisces energy. And we have Charity, which is Cancerian energy. Cards number 12 and 4. And bottom of the deck, you have Protection, Vision, and Negotiation. Tell me more about this here for Scorpio. Why is the escape card here and the charity card? And what does that have to do with protection, vision, and negotiation? That protection card is Aries energy. So maybe some of you have Aries placements or you're dealing with an Aries. Tell me more about this here for Scorpio. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your recent past, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Your current situation, we have death, which is you being in your power. And in the near future, we have the Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups, the Chariot, and the Three of Wands. I have tapped into a group of you where you are escaping, emotionally disconnecting, some of you physically disconnecting from a situation, environment, or connection that you feel, you kind of feel like, I can't negotiate with this anymore. I can't negotiate with this job, this boss, this friend, this family member, this lover, this landlord, like whomever this is. The feeling here is like, I have a vision for the type of job I want, or the future I want, or the partner I want, or the friend I want. Like, I don't know what this is for you individually, but it's like, I have a clear vision of what blank is, and I'm going to protect that vision of blank by escaping this situation, environment, or connection. So I've tapped into a group of you where you're moving in a new direction. I feel like with that charity card, it's like, it's time for me to make my vision a reality. It's time for me to work on me. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. So the Seven of Pentacles. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? We're going to clarify the Seven of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Two of Pentacles for Scorpio. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Seven of Pentacles is being clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Cups. Well, I got the Eight of Cups card here twice, and the Eight of Pentacles. Why is the Death card here for Scorpio presently? Why is the Death card here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Death card is being clarified by the Hangman, the Page of Wands, and the Hermit. And why is the Two of Pentacles here? In the near future, why is the Two of Pentacles here? One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Ten of Pentacles fell out of the deck, followed by the Two of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords, Two of Swords, Queen of Swords. Okay, so I'm going to read this two different ways. I don't know why I keep having like two groups of you. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's happening lately with the Libra collective. Who else is getting that? Libra, Gemini, and Pisces. So I guess for this reading, it's kind of like two groups of you. Same thing. That's okay. So the one thing you all have in common is that in the recent past, there was a situation, environment, or connection that you invested in. And I don't know what you invested into this. Time, love, money, loyalty, commitment, your skills, like your resources in general, whatever that was for you. You planted some seeds, you invested in blank, and then you waited and waited and waited for a return on investment. And eventually you had the aha epiphany moment of clarity, some breakthrough, maybe even a conversation if this is with an individual, and you realize that the seeds you planted are not going to harvest fruits anytime soon, if at all. And so with that, you've decided to, Eight of Cups, walk away from whomever or whatever this is, and you begun putting in some real pentacle energy or transferring your pentacle energy in other aspects of your life, starting over from this person, focusing on your career, focusing on your other connections. But the overall feeling here for group one and group two was, this is either not growing as fast as I thought I would, or I've just realized it's never going to grow to what I want it to be. So I'm both of you emotionally disengaged from whomever or whatever this is. One group of you literally physically walked away, like you changed a job or you stopped talking to this friend, family member, or lover. Others of you are still in it, but you're emotionally disengaged, and instead you're focusing your pentacle energy in other areas of your life. So you claim that how you want. Some of you are still in it, some of you aren't, but both of you have emotionally disengaged and redirected your energy elsewhere. Currently, we have Death card here, clarified by the Hangman, the Page of Wands, and the Hermit. Whether you left this or not, there's a look back. The Hermit is looking back into the past. There's a pause here happening in the Hangman energy. The Page of Wands, something within you is telling you to move forward, or at least to explore or discover the new. And then part of you is looking back into the past. So if you left this behind, person, place, or thing, you're contemplating lately, did I do the right thing? Should I go back and try to get the job back? Should I reconnect with that friend, family member, or lover? You're doing some soul searching. Did I do the right thing by walking away? Should I continue to move forward and see what else or whom else is out there in that Page of Wands energy? For others of you, you're still in it. You're emotionally disconnected because you're focused your attention now on other aspects of your life, but you're also in contemplative mode, almost like, well, how much longer am I going to stay in this while being emotionally disconnected from it? Do I try reconnecting with it again? Do I emotionally invest in this person, place, thing again? Do I kind of just keep status quo, stay in it, but move on to other things in my life? Or do I just leave it completely? So that Death card energy, yes, it's your energy, but it's almost like, do I end this once and for all and continue to move on? Or is there a possibility to rebirth it? In the near future, we have the Two of Pentacles, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. Honestly, whether you're going back or not, I kind of feel like is a little irrelevant to your future, because you continue, even though you're at the Y point with this, do I stay, do I go back type of thing, I still see you focused on other aspects of your life in that Ten of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles. It's almost like you're doing a balancing act. Whether you go back or you don't, you're like trying to remain emotionally balanced. Let me just continue focusing on other parts of my life. It's almost like I'll make the decision later, but it's plaguing you in the Eight of Swords. It's still plaguing you. So in the near future, yes, are you balanced and you are continuing to emotionally disengage and move forward? You are, but there's still a reservation here of, do I really want to move on from this? Do I want to go back, or do I just want to stay in it and kind of like wait and see what happens? That's the feeling here. Yeah, do I move on or not? Two of Swords to the Six of Swords. Do I move on or not? Let's see if we can get you some advice. I think moving forward, looking at these cards here, you're going to continue to emotionally disengage from whomever or whatever this is, at least energetically speaking. It looks like you're going to move forward. Three of Wands to the Eight of Swords. Eight of Cups to the Chariot to the Three of Wands to the Eight of Swords. You might not even realize you're doing it. For those of you, especially for those of you where you're going to continue to stay in it, where you're like, oh, I'll just focus on house and home and business and work and friends, and you're still emotionally disconnecting more and more and more by the day from whomever, whatever this is. And then one day you're going to wake up and be like, you know what? I don't like this fucking job anymore. Like, if this is work related, I have no love for it anymore. That's the feeling. And same thing if it's a friend, family member, or lover. If you keep going in this direction, remember, it's just predictive. It's literally like you wake up one day and you're like, you're so emotionally removed from this that you're no longer waiting for it. And it's almost like the period of emotional separation makes your decision for you. Tell me about this Eight of Cups to the Chariot to the Three of Wands. Tell me about this here for Scorpio. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Chariot, we have Judgment, and we have the Page of Swords. What fell out of the deck is the Moon, the Fool, and the Queen of Pentacles. When you make the decision to officially leave whomever or whatever this is, they make the judgment call to reach out to you. So you quit the job, there's incoming communication asking you to come back, to reconsider. You don't see that coming. That when you move, when you, that Moon card to the Fool card to the Queen of Pentacles, when you decide to move on from that job, they make the judgment call to reach out to you. You're disconnecting from the friend, family member, or lover, they reach out to try to reconnect with you. Yeah, that's what you don't see. Ace of Cups, Strength to Temperance. So whomever or whatever this is, it doesn't look like it's going to be an easy walk away type of feeling. It might be for you, because by the time you get to here, I mean, 2 Chariot cards, 2 Eight of Cup cards, you're so emotionally uninvested in this, like you're not investing any more emotional energy. It's kind of easy for you to just like walk away or even quit without giving notice. Tell me more about that incoming communication then. Chariot to the Judgment to the Page of Swords. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. 10 of Cups, Justice, and the Eight of Wands. There's your incoming communication. promising you things will be fair and balanced. We'll give you the raise. We'll give you the promotion. We'll get married. I'll be your best friend. Let's go to therapy. They're kind of throwing everything they can at you to get you to come back or to return or not to, you know, completely disconnect from them. 7 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the Tower. I think the majority of you are just going to say no and continue to walk away from whomever or whatever this is. Because again, you're moving towards the new. Ace of Pentacles to the Empress. This will be such a long stretch of time for you of being emotionally disconnected that maybe even now at the time of the reading, for those of you in it, you're probably thinking, I'm never going to be so emotionally disconnected. I'm going to quit that job or quit talking to that friend or no longer want to be with that person. But if this continues, and remember, it's just predictive, yeah, you will be able to disconnect from them quite easily. So yeah, there appears here to be a plea in the future within a week, 8 days to 1 week, like so 7 to 8 days of you saying, I can't do this anymore. Here comes the don't leave, work. That's when this person starts negotiating. That's when they start negotiating to try to get you to stay. But yeah, you're so protective of your vision and where you're headed at that point. Yeah, Sun card and the Star card. I think most of you are just going to keep kind of riding off into the sunset. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. Remember, energy is fluid. Anything can change. If it's not your story, don't take it, don't claim it. But for those of you where this message did resonate with you, I would appreciate a like, share, comment, or subscribe. And of course, until I read for you again, I wish you good luck with this. And I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius. I hope you're doing well. If you're in the United States, tomorrow is the 4th of July, Independence Day. So if you're celebrating, which I presume you are, if you're in the United States, then I'd like to wish you a very happy 4th of July. I want to clear the energy here from the past reading that I just did, and then we're going to dive into your current situation to see what you have going on, and if there's any advice or maybe even some future predictions that come out here for you that will help you with your journey. So let's get into the Sagittarius collective now. What's their current situation as of July 3rd, 2025 for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What do we need to know about your current situation as of July 3rd, 2025 for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? What does Sagittarius need to know about their current situation? Let's get one more shuffle here for you, Saggy, please, and thank you. We have loss. This is Piscean energy. Ooh, revenge. Scorpio energy. And bottom of the deck, we have domination, a little bit of Sag energy there, with indecision as well as detachment. That's definitely Aquarius energy there. If there's any zodiac sign that can detach itself easily, it's Aquarius. So let's see where we're going with this message. Why loss and revenge here for the Sagittarius collective? And what does that have to do with domination, indecision, and detachment? One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your recent past, we have, wow, the World. In your current situation, we have the Six of Swords. So you appear to be moving on from something. And wow, in the near future, we have the Emperor. Now in this deck, there are 2 cards for all of the masculine cards. And like in this example, one of the Emperors, like the one Emperor is like traditionally masculine. And then the other one is beautifully balanced between masculine and feminine energy. So let's see what this is all about. Bottom of the deck, we have 4 swords, 2 of cups, and the Fool. And I just moved that to see the Fool card, and the Lovers is just like sneaking out from under there, a little peekaboo there. So let's see where we're going with this. Tell me more about this. We're going to clarify the World, the Six of Swords, and the Emperor here for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why the World card here? Why is the World card here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The World is being clarified by the Five of Swords, Judgment, and Justice. Wow. Okay. Why is the Six of Swords here for Saggy in their current situation? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Six of Swords is clarified by Two of Wands, Strength, and the Seven of Swords. And why is the Emperor here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Emperor is being clarified by the Hermit, Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. You also have the Two of Cups here as well. Bottom of the deck, you have Eight of Wands, High Priestess, and the Three of Pentacles. So clearly, you've come out of quite the storm here. Some monumental chapter in your life has closed. I don't know what that is for all of you. You moved on from a job, you relocated, you left a connection, someone left the connection with you. There definitely was this moving on from something that was difficult, whether that was an argumentative situation, environment, or a connection, or a connection with a professional, platonic, or romantic individual where it just, you know, the connection ended. There was a lot of fighting here, but there was a judgment call here made to move on from this. So you've overcome something quite challenging. For some of you, that could be financial challenges and struggles, like in respect to your career and finance, and for others of you with platonic connections. And then I have a group of you where this very well could be in respect to a romantic connection. But yeah, the judgment call here was made and something monumental came to an end. In your present situation, I feel like you're trying to move on from this ending. And again, I don't know what it was for you. Career and finance, love and romance, health related. I just see you presently trying to move into calmer waters, trying to restabilize your life. And now while you're trying to almost get like a better bearing of the land that you're finding yourself in, I feel like now you're at a Y point in this Two of Wands energy. Strength to the Seven of Swords. I think you're trying to be very calculating here, very strategic about, okay, this storm has passed, whatever this has been, right? I've come through it. I've survived it. I'm all the more stronger for it in that Strength card energy. But now I don't know what direction to go in. I don't know. I kind of feel like you're in like a no man's territory, or like a territory that is unknown to you. And so there's a little bit of soul searching going on, even though I don't have the Hermit energy here. I have it in the near future. It's still kind of carrying on from the present moment of, okay, I'm at a Y point. I've come through the worst. Now what do I do next? Now I need to create some type of strategic plan about my next step here. So there definitely was a loss here. So we've got that clarified here. Whether you were undecided, they were undecided, you detached, they detached, something clearly here, there was a loss. Now there's a resurgence here of your strength. I think your July reading was like called something like getting your mojo back. So I think you're in the process here of like trying to get your mojo back, but just not knowing what direction to take that mojo in. In the near future, we have the Emperor clarified by the Hermit, the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. I feel like in the near future, you're desiring to move towards stable, balanced, harmonious connections, whether they're professional, platonic, or romantic. I think you're tired of being connected to individuals who hurt you or use you or don't show up constantly for you or maybe breadcrumbed you. I think moving forward, you're actively making the decision to detach from anyone who does not give you equal reciprocity and to try to find and attach yourself, you know, in respect to soulmate, soul bond connections, to individuals that will treat you fairly and do invest in you in equal measure to what you give to them. And yes, for some of you, you have love here coming up. Like for those of you where this was a love connection that ended, there's definitely a very strong soulmate, soul bond connection here on the horizon for you. Two of Cups, the Fool to the lovers. What is this peeking out here? And the Emperor. That's two Emperor cards. The only two Emperor cards in this deck, right? You have both of them. So you're moving towards a soulmate or a divine counterpart here. Eight of Wands, High Priestess, and the Three of Pentacles. I think you intuitively know that you're now on the path of connecting with this person. Now, for those of you where this is not a love relationship, maybe you're not interested in that, or you're already in a harmonious connection, then I almost feel like this would be, I hate to say the replacement for whatever you left behind. So if this was the job, this is a new job, or your business failed, this would be the new business venture, maybe even a new business partner. You disconnected from a friend, or like within the construct of like a friend group, this is a new friend or a new friend group. So, you know, it's going to hit differently for all of you, but the new is here. Like it's literally about to knock on your door. So yeah, could be career and finance, could be love and romance, could be some new platonic connections. I think you intuitively know that this is coming in. And it's coming in quicker, though, than you realize. Tell me more about this. Emperor to the Emperor. Two of Cups to the Two of Cups. Lovers to the Six of Pentacles. Not to mention, Hermit to the High Priestess for me. I'm just going to say it. If this is like a twin flame connection, I hate throwing that out because a lot of tarot readers overuse it and it keeps people stuck in very abusive relationships. But for those of you who really firmly believe that you're on the twin flame journey, this very well could be union or reunion with your person. Now, how long that union or reunion will be, I don't know. It's different for all of you. It depends what your journeys are. But that very well could be what's transpiring here in the near future. Tell me more about this new connection, whoever this is for the Sagittarius collective. We just had the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This is an individual who's very emotionally balanced. This is an individual who loves unconditionally. This is someone who knows how to take care of themselves. This is a person who puts the oxygen mask on themselves on the plane because they know that they need to take care of themselves in order to take care of the people around them. So it's someone who knows how to self-nurture but also nurture others. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Excuse me. Speaking of nurturing, this is someone who nurtures. This is someone who is interested in connections that can really go the distance, right? The Queen of Pentacles invests in connections that can go the distance. This is not like a fly-by-night person. So this person offers your life stability, unconditional love. Tell me more about this person. One more shuffle. Thank you. And we have the Three of Cups. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Celestial Weaver. This is basically your manifestation. So if you're manifesting, you know, a new friend group, friends who become like the fabric of your life and become family, a love interest, your twin flame, this is literally your manifestation. So call it in how you want, collective, because it's coming in. Now, it could very well be the person you detached from in the past. Again, I don't know your individual story, but there definitely is a coming together here of you and a soulmate, a very, very solid, strong soulmate. And it's an individual or individuals that you're currently manifesting. You're hoping and praying for this person or these people, even if it's just like a business partner. The only card here that's throwing me off is revenge. So I want to clarify that next. I'm going to leave the main ones on the table, but I do want to clarify revenge because every other card here is making sense to me. You encountered this loss, you know, detached from this individual or situation, you know, environment, whatever this was for you, either by choice or by force, and you decided to take control of your life. That's that domination Sagittarius energy, right? I'm down, but I'm not out. And then moving forward now with incredible manifestation powers and skills to manifest the type of connection or connections you want. But I'm not understanding the revenge card. That's the only part here I'm not getting. So please clarify that revenge card here for Sagittarius. Why is the revenge card here? It's really interesting, the images depicted here on this card. In the upper right-hand corner, we have a couple laying down, similar to like the Lover's card, but laying down one on top of the other. Then we have an individual with wings, giving like this bouquet of flowers. And then we have this other individual who's holding, you know, it's kind of like a off with their head kind of depiction. So someone here possibly will be looking for revenge when you connect with this new person or these new people. Wow, tell me more about the revenge card. This is like jealousy, yeah, envy, revenge. Okay. Yeah, Eight of Cups to the Star card. All right, for some of you, this individual may have to walk away from another situation, environment, or connection to be with you. Like leave Eight of Cups, leave another business partner to become your business partner. You know what I mean? Disengage from friends or family to be with you. This person needs to walk away from something or someone in order to move towards wish fulfillment. Eight of Cups to the Star card, and you are their wish fulfillment. So whether you know one another or not, you're both manifesting this type of connection, whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic. You're both calling one another in. And it's going to require, like for those of you where you've left, like let's say whoever this person is, and now you connect with this person, yeah, your past person is going to be pretty hurt. There's a hit to the ego here when they find out that you've moved on with, you know, some type of replacement. And for others of you, this person is doing the same thing you're doing, disconnecting, you know, from connections and stuff that don't work for them in order to be with you. And they very well could have someone now who will seek some sort of revenge because they're with you. Bottom of the deck, the moon. I think this is the part of this that you're not seeing. So even if that person broke up with you, let's say it's romantic, once you get into this new connection, that ex is going to be very bothered that you moved on, even though maybe they're the ones that, you know, quote unquote, dumped you or ghosted you or... Tell me more about this person who is seeking revenge. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Yeah, like, look, they're at the dock and they're watching the boat move away. Whether you're in the boat, this new person's in the boat. So this person is watching one of you, could be both of you. Maybe you both have someone who will be jealous of the two of you coming together. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Five of Wands. And we have the Seven of Cups. This person will not go quietly, whether it's on your end or your person's end or both of you, whoever this person or these people are, they do not go quietly into that good night. There is very aggressive communication here about being left behind, about you having options, your new person, your new connection here having options. Somebody's dream or fantasy here is not being fulfilled. Yours is. Someone else's isn't. And when you come together with this person, I would expect some blowback with that Eight of Wands to the Five of Wands. And plus, this is all clarifying the revenge card. Yes, someone's going to be really pissed off when they figured out or find out you've moved on from them. Or like I said, it could be on this person's side as well. I'm going to get you 3 cards of advice, Saggy. I don't think this is all happening right now. This is definitely future focused. This is what's happening in the near future. Let's get timing for this new soulmate or soulmates on path for you. Again, it's different for all of you. Now, not every card in tarot is timing, but I'll see if I can get timing for you. One more shuffle here. 3 of Swords. I mean, for me as a reader, that's like within the next 3 weeks. So you are encountering or connecting or uniting, reuniting, whatever it is with this individual within the next 3 weeks. That doesn't mean you're, you know, opening up the business in 3 weeks if it's a business partner or getting married to this person, but within the next 3 weeks, your paths are crossing some way, some type of communication, meeting one another, being matched on a dating site. Again, I don't know who this is for you, but within the next 3 weeks, this is coming together. So when does this then happen? Can I have timing on this revenge thing? This is terrible. One more shuffle. Thank you. Oh, someone's going to try to keep you stuck in that domination card. Either keep you stuck or keep this person stuck. Timing on this, 2 of Swords. So within 2 weeks of you two coming together or starting to hang out or formulating the business, you know what I mean? Or you begin dating, whatever that timing card ends up being for you, within 2 weeks, either you or they have someone who is jealous of this connection and looking to get some kind of revenge. This looks like it'll happen in Leo season with the Sun card there. Energy is fluid. Anything can change, but that is the energetic snapshot. As of right now, you seem to be trying to get yourself together, figure out what direction you want to go in. And in the near future, it looks like you will be opening yourself up to connecting with individuals, other soulmate, soul bond connections. And it appears that's when you are, like I said, connecting or maybe even reconnecting with this individual. Everything else seems to kind of bubble to the surface in Leo season. That's what I have for you, Saggy. That's your current situation as of July 3rd, 2025. If you like that message and it resonates with you or you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you good luck with that situation. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. I hope you're doing well. If you're in the United States, tomorrow is Independence Day, so I'd like to wish you a very happy 4th of July. Let's see what we can find out about your current situation as of July 3rd, 2025. What is the current situation here for Capricorn? Let's clear away Saggy's cards. Okay, what does Capricorn need to know about their current situation? What does Capricorn need to know about their current situation? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Let's get one more shuffle here for you, Cappy, please, and thank you. Current situation, inheritance. This is Scorpio energy. Principal, Sagittarius energy. Bottom of the deck, we have companionship and indecision. The health card also wanted to show itself. So maybe there's a partnership here in your life, whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic, that could be a bit like unhealthy or is having some issues. Maybe because someone here needs to make a decision about how they're moving forward or if they're moving forward. Tell me more about this here for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In the recent past, we have the Ten of Swords. In the current situation, we have Justice. In the near future, we have Temperance. Bottom of the deck, we have Hangman, Page of Swords, and King of Wands. I feel like there's communication here. So you have someone in your life, friend, family member, lover, I don't know who this is, coworker, boss, your neighbor. Your connection with them is unhealthy at this time. I think there's been hurt here, there's been pain, there's been betrayal. I think you're trying to recalibrate yourself right now, Cappy. You're trying to find balance. You're trying to focus on other things in your life, the good in your life, like inheritances. That gives me the feeling of like Ten of Pentacles. So you're trying to focus on other aspects of your life that bring you stability, maybe other partnerships or companionships that you have in your life. I feel like you're standing on principle with this person, that whatever they did to cause this, severance of the connection or pain in the connection or cause this connection to become unhealthy, I think you're standing on principle that you will only connect with this person, whoever they are, if the connection is fair and balanced. Otherwise, I don't think you want much to do with this person. What you're not seeing in the near future is communication from that individual. So we'll get to that in a second. Let's begin to clarify these cards. Why the Ten of Swords, Justice, and Temperance here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Let's clarify that Ten of Swords for you, Cappy. Why is the Ten of Swords here? It's possible for some of you, probably for one person watching, but you may have done something different to your looks. Like, I never get that with the Ten of Swords, but the images on cards always kind of change the meanings for me. So maybe I don't know, you're doing your hair different, you're dressing differently. There could be people that don't like the changes that you've made in your life. And it doesn't have to be physical, but I feel like you have a person or people here poking at you since you've made some change in your life. Ten of Swords. Oh, clarified by Seven of Swords. Well, that got even uglier. Page of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I'll get back to that in a second. Why is Justice here? The Emperor fell out of the deck. That's you, large and in charge right now, whether you're masculine or feminine. One more shuffle. Thank you. I feel like you had to take control of the situation. Yes, Chariot and the Eight of Wands. I think you put a big gap between you and this person. Whether they ended it, you ended it. This was an ugly argument that happened. There could be jealousy here at play on this person's part. We'll get into that in a second. I think you put a big gap. You had to take control and say no more. You stood on principle. Why is Temperance here in the near future? One more shuffle. Thank you. Temperance is being clarified by Queen of Swords, the Tower, and the Seven of Pentacles. You are standing on principle in business here. We'll clarify that Tower too. So in the recent past, some horrible, horrible experience here was had by the Capricorn collective. I don't know what Seven of Swords to Ten of Swords is for you. A terrible argument. Someone lied to you. Someone betrayed you. Someone mocked you. Someone cheated on you. For someone to do the Seven of Swords to you and the Ten of Swords causes a mass amount of pain, whether that's financial, physical, emotional. And then I feel like this person came in with this very small apology for some of you. Page of Cups. I feel like the apology or this feeling of like kumbaya, like everything is fine, did not sit well with you. Doing that to you, and you now seeing this person for who and what they are, and recognizing how unhealthy this connection is. For those of you that received this like very minuscule Page of Cups, I feel like the apology didn't rise to the occasion of what they did. Now I understand why your current energy is justice. It's like you had to become judge and jury of this connection. This is unhealthy. What they did was wrong. I'm speaking like you, like what you did was wrong. How you treated me was wrong. The lies, the betrayal, the deception, the envy, the poking fun. If this is something like you, I don't know, started. I have a friend on Facebook. He's a friend in real life too. I just don't see him as much since he moved far away from me. But and some people are like, he's going through a midlife crisis, whatever. He's feeling really good in his skin, okay? He's in his late 50s, and he's always been a punk rocker, right? He's just a child of the 80s, late 70s, 80s. And so he's got his hair like punk rock. He's going to the gym. He's working out. He looks fantastic. But there are people who don't like his hair. Friends, family members. They accuse him now of being a drug addict. He's not a drug addict. And look, I understand people have addictions and stuff, but he's not. But there are people within the construct of his friend groups or family group that don't like the new him. They don't like him working out. They don't like him losing the weight. They don't like him being health focused. And they definitely don't like the punk rock hair on, someone in their late 50s or, who's almost 60 years old. I think he looks great. And in the 14 years that I've known him, this is the happiest I've ever seen this man. So it could be something like that where you made an appearance change or some change in your lifestyle. Maybe you started dating someone. I don't know. There's something here with a connection in your life, possibly several, where there was some real betrayal here that took place in the past. And you saw this person and these people for exactly who and what they are. In the interim, like currently, I feel like you had to distance yourself. You were judge and jury. You realized what they did was wrong. You're not making excuses for this behavior anymore. And I think you got the hell out of Dodge. I think you put a lot of distance between you and this individual. I think this individual is coming back around again, this person, these people. I don't know who this is for you, friend, family member, lover, but they're coming back around again. As much distance, emotional or physical, as you have created in the near future, while everything is balanced for you, right? Temperance energy, you're feeling more patient, more relaxed because you're no longer disengaging from this entity. You're healing from whatever transpired here. I feel like you're still I love the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Brevity doesn't have to say much. When she cuts you off, she cuts you off. You could be a masculine who's resonating with this. I don't read body parts. But I feel in the near future, you are just very, what's right is right. Black is black, white is white type of thing, right? There are no grays when it comes to loyalty. There's no grays when it comes to respect. And it's like you're looking back at the past, what just transpired back here, and you're like, that was not fair. There's no gray here. Whether this was lying, cheating, betrayal, verbal manipulation, verbal abuse, like whatever this was, you're looking at it very clearly. The Queen is looking back and saying, there's no gray here. This was a terrible thing that occurred to me, and I'm not going to allow anyone to treat me that way again. While you're investing in yourself, Seven of Pentacles energy, and your life and other aspects of your life, boom, you're going to have this Tower moment. And I believe it's this person or these people reaching out to you. It's kind of like when you're not looking, like she's just shopping. I say she, there's a woman on the card, but again, I don't read gender. It's just like while you're out doing whatever you're doing, I feel like there's incoming communication here. This person wants to, or these people want to talk to you. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. For some of you, this is family, because that inheritance card is there. I mean, maybe for one of you watching. Seven of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Moon. Yeah, you don't see this coming. This person might contact you either around the full moon in Capricorn, your sign, on July 10th, or maybe even the new moon in Leo on July 24th. But there definitely is incoming communication over the next 1 to 2 weeks from this person or these people. I think you're very defensive. I also don't think that they like that you have become free and independent and autonomous of them. I don't think you're giving this individual an inch. That's what it looks like to me. Queen of Swords, Seven of Wands to the Nine of Pentacles. It's like, I'm good on my own. I'm sorry. Who are you again? That's the feeling that I get here. I think you're making a judgment call. Oh, I love when you show up in your power. I don't know if I've said that before in your readings. You're making the judgment call. Look at that. Judgment, the Devil, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. It's like, I'm not doing this again with you. I'm moving on towards connections that are healthy. Companionships that are healthy. I don't think you're connecting or reconnecting with this person or these people. So that's what I have for you, Cappy. It looks like something really terrible went down recently. I think the person or people gave you a very tiny apology. I don't think it was good enough for everything that they did to you. In the interim, it looks like you're just trying to recalibrate. Good for you. Focus on other aspects of your life. But I would prepare for incoming communication from that entity, because it definitely looks like within the next week or two, that's what's transpiring here. And I didn't see an apology from them. King of Wands is not an apologetic energy. It's just someone who kind of wants to pick up where the two of you left off. There's not even a full recognition of what they did or said to you. So just keep that in mind. Energy is fluid. We'll see if this comes up again, you know, in a future read for you. But that's what I have for you. That's your little current situation, energetic snapshot as of July 3rd, 2025. If you liked any of those messages, they resonated with you, or you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. I hope you're doing well. If you're in the United States, tomorrow is the 4th of July. So I'd like to wish you a very happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day. Everyone else around the world, I hope that you're doing well where you are. We're going to tap into your energy right now, Aquarius, for the collective, and just see what we can find out about your current situation. What does Aquarius need to know about their current situation as of July 3rd, 2025? The generosity card, Leo energy, just fell out, as well as ego, which is also Leo energy. Bottom of the deck, we have assertion, originality, and acquisition. Assertion is Aries, originality is you, Aquarius, and acquisition is Taurus energy. I have 2 5s here on the table. 5s are all about change. And numerically here, I have 1, 11, and 2. Tell me more about this here for Aquarius. Why is generosity and ego here? And how does that pertain to assertion, originality, and acquisition? Something's going to change within the construct of a connection here in your life where you have been very generous with this person or these people. You have overgiven, overgiven, overgiven. And this entity being in their energy, in their ego, they just take, take, take. I feel like in the near future, you're going to assert yourself. I feel like you're going to, in that acquisition card, I think you're going to find like an original way, like a different way on how to reclaim your power, acquire your power, assert yourself, like reclaim your power from this entity. Tell me more about this here for Aquarius. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. In the recent past, we have Temperance. In the current situation, we have the 10 of Wands. And in the near future, we have the 3 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Pentacles and the Fool to the Judgment. I've tapped into a group of you where you're headed towards the new. Something that's more abundant, something that is more stable, something or someone, right? Because I don't know what this is for you. Situation, environment, or connection that you're making the judgment call on and you're deciding is more stable, more fruitful, more financially abundant, and more nurturing for you. Okay. Let's clarify the Temperance, the 10 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. Yeah, someone's taken advantage of you. Tell me why the Temperance card is here for Aquarius. 9 of Swords fell out of the deck. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 9 of Swords to the 8 of Pentacles to the Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords, that's your energy. So I feel like in the past, look at the generosity card, how the person's hands are out. I don't know if you could see that. And then we see the same kind of hand gesture here in the Temperance card. So whatever this has been for you, situation, environment, connection, your job, you know what I mean, a relationship, I feel like your hands were always out. Like, what can I do for you? I think you're always trying to show up balanced and calm. And I think you were overly generous with this entity. I think there's been quite a period of time here for you that you've been thinking about, right? 9 of Swords to that Page of Swords. I think you've been contemplating for a while how to exit whatever this is, this job, this connection, this situation. I almost feel like with the 8 of Pentacles card, maybe you've been a little too distracted in doing other things. So you haven't been able to really focus on this. But when you do focus on it, what you're thinking about is, how did I get myself into this? And how the hell do I get myself out of this? That's the feeling here. I feel like this entity is very immature. I hate to make that sound like hierarchical, but I feel like this, whether it's a job, you know, a boss, friend, family member, lover, I feel like this is just a gimme, 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 very much in their ego. Like this person will take whatever you give them. As long as you keep working, like you're like the workhorse here. This is like the job where you work 60 hours a week and you get paid for 40. You know, this is the roommate or romantic partner, and you're making dinner and washing dishes and going to work for 8 or 10 hours, you know, and then you got to come home and walk the dog, and like you're doing everything here. And this person is just like, gimme, 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 Page of Swords, very like immature energy. 10 of Wands. Whatever this is, situation, environment, or connection, it has become quite burdensome for you. I do think you still try to see the brighter side of life. I think you stop to smell the roses or the peonies or whatever these flowers are here, tulips. But it's burdensome for you. It's difficult for you to keep a smile on your face with whatever this is. One more shuffle here. Thank you. This is clarified by King of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Death card. Oof. Bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles. I feel like currently you are trying to figure out a way on how to walk away from this situation, environment, or connection that's become way, way too burdensome for you. I think you're looking for a way out, whether you're looking for a new job, a new place to live. 15 seconds of insane courage to end this. That Hierophant could be the job. Anything contractual that you have in terms of housing. Could be someone you're married to or have a long-term connection with. You're trying to find a way on how to end this. Five of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. You're looking to become free and autonomous of whatever this is. I think you overgave. It's depleted you to the Five of Pentacles. It's like, it's almost thinking like, I work at this job, just an example. I work at this job 60 hours a week, but I only get paid for 40. And the thought process here then would be, I'm already in the Five of Pentacles. So let's say this job pays me 10 of Pentacles. Just using this as an example. This job pays me 10 of Pentacles. But because I don't get paid for my overtime, I'm actually in the 5. So the thought of finding another job out there that doesn't pay me as much, maybe it pays me 9 of Pentacles to 10, it's actually not me making less at the next job. I'm not, you know, downsizing here in terms of income, because the reality is I'm still going to make more than the Five of Pentacles because I was overworking here and not getting paid for time worked. If this is anyone that you have resources with, like a spouse or a family member that you're taking care of or something like that, yeah, the feeling is here is like, even if I have to, I don't know, pay child support, pay alimony, split the resources. Okay, so I go from 10 to 9. But staying with this person and having to financially support them, you're in the 5. So leaving them and having to momentarily give up half of whatever, you're still in the long run in the 9 of Pentacles because you don't have this drag on you, this financial drag. So the feeling here is departing from this and moving on, although it's maybe not what I originally intended on doing, right? Nobody starts a job and, oh, I can't wait for the day that I quit, you know? Oh, I met a new friend or I fall in love. Can't wait till that relationship crashes and burns. Like, nobody does that. So I don't think you entered whatever this was thinking one day you would exit it or that you would exit it so soon, because for some of you, this happened quite quickly. For others of you, a little bit longer, maybe up to 8 years with that 8 of Pentacles card, 8, 9 years. But regardless, the feeling here is now I have to find a way out. In the near future, we have the Three of Cups. Why is a Three of Cups here? This is happiness. This is community. Tell me why the Three of Cups is here in the near future. Why is the Three of Cups here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Cups is clarified by Two of Wands, the Magician, and the Nine of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. I feel like in the near future, you're going to move towards happiness. You're manifesting happiness. You're manifesting a way out. You're currently, in the near future, you're planning your exit. And you're not just hoping and praying for the exit. You're hoping and praying for the new beginning. Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, Judgment, to the Nine of Cups. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that you're moving towards. For those of you where maybe you're leaving, maybe leaving a partner, maybe leaving a marriage, you could be moving towards an earth sign here. You got a lot of pentacle energy here on the table. I want to know a little bit more about the situation, environment, or connection that you're departing. And if this is job related, I mean, with all the pentacle energy, I just feel like this is a far more stable and grounded place of employment or career path for you. This is definitely offering you the stability that this seems to be draining from you. Tell me more about whatever it is that Aquarius is leaving or thinking about leaving. Tell me more about this situation, environment, or connection. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Ace of Swords, and the Two of Swords. 2 swords plus the ace is 3 swords. Whatever this was, it's been either heartbreaking for you or emotionally disappointing. I think you had a lot of love for this job or this friend or this family member or this lover. Chariot, King of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Possible some of you are married to this person. I think you stayed in this a long time. I think you couldn't see a way out for a long time. So in the past, I think you felt like you were trapped. I think you felt like you were trapped. Tell me about the new manifestation here. This is what you don't see coming basically in the near future is happiness. Moving forward towards wish fulfillment. Something or someone you've always wanted. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Yeah, Queen of Swords, 7 of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, Hangman. It's not going to happen overnight, Hangman to the Ace of Pentacles, to the 7 of Swords. You're going to be strategic exiting whatever this is. Like you're not quitting your job on Friday with no job to go to on Monday. You know, you're not telling the landlord, I'm out, cancel my lease, without knowing where you're going to live next. And you're certainly not leaving anyone that you have shared resources with until you create a strategic plan. So I feel like there's some strategy here at play in the near future before you move towards whomever or whatever this is. But I do see you kind of putting yourself in a little bubble and placing some boundaries. So telling the job, not necessarily telling them like, I'm looking for, you know, employment elsewhere, but this is telling the job like, I can't work 60 hours anymore. I get paid for 40, I can work 40. You're setting some healthy boundaries with whomever this person is. Some of you might even reduce, like, let's say this is someone that you financially take care of in the 8 of Pentacles energy, and now you go from 8 to 1, like 8, you're going from 8 of Pentacles to Page. You might tell this person, I can't financially take care of you anymore. You need to go out and find another job or a job. Some of you might financially look to cut this person off or reduce whatever it is that you're giving them, because again, they're taking advantage of your generosity. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. It looks like you are slowly making your way out of a very difficult situation, environment, or connection that for the longest time you felt trapped in. And I think you thought, if I overgive and I'm over generous, things will balance out and be fine. But I think what you're realizing is this person expects you to keep them on a pedestal, and they show up in Page energy. You showed up consistently here in King or Queen energy. This is a Page. They didn't even come through as a Knight. So I think slowly but surely you're seeing the immaturity, and also that this person is taking full advantage of you. So I do see you acquiring your freedom. You're going to come up original to 7 of Swords, a very different, original, unique way that works for you. How to assert your power and move away from whomever or whatever this is. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. That's your quick little snapshot now in respect to your current situation. If you like these messages and they resonated with you, or you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you good luck with that situation. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces. Let's see what we can find out in respect to your current situation as of July 3rd, 2025. What does Pisces need to know about their current situation? What does Pisces need to know about their current situation? For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have, flirtation, Sagittarius energy. 2 cards came out. I'm constantly receive emails and comments that I have to delete from the comment section that I favor you. They used to do that with me last year with Virgo. Now they're like anti-Pisces. So you might not see the comments. I try to keep up on the app and delete them. But okay, you got 3 cards. Who else got 3 cards? Someone else I think got 3 cards. If it's just you, I'm really screwed. It's fine. You have flirtation, devotion, and domination. 2 of these cards, very strong Sagittarius energy here. Bottom of the deck, you have assertion, secrets, and criticism. Aries, Scorpio, Virgo energy there. I don't think you realize this, and it might be separate from the message that we're going to get, but someone watching needs to hear that you have someone in your inner circle who does not like the decisions that you're currently making, whether that's you changed career paths, or you changed your hair color, or you're dating someone new, or you decided to become single. There's something here about people secretly criticizing you behind your back. Just be mindful of that. We'll see if that comes out. Someone's not happy for your happy or the changes that you're making. Secretly criticizing you. Tell me more about this message. Flirtation, devotion, and domination. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Recent past, the Tower. Kind of saw that was gonna come. King of Pentacles, current energy, near future. King of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Moon. 5 of Wands and 6 of Swords. Something radically changed in your life. Something came to an end. You changed something. Maybe you went on a diet. Maybe you started losing weight. You did your hair different. You blew up your life. You decided, I'm not going to be an accountant. I'm going to be a sous chef. Maybe you got a divorce. You radically changed something in your life recently or in the recent past. I really think that you have people here you don't realize badmouth you behind your back. There are people that you think are devoted to you. I think that flirtation card is like they're nice to your face. Oh my God, your hair looks amazing. Oh, I can't believe that you broke up with so-and-so and now you're dating blah, blah, blah. I'm so happy for you. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. Something radically changed in your life, and as a result, you became more stable. And now you've got some fire in your belly. And unbeknownst to you, 5 of Wands, criticism, secrets, domination. Yeah, this is individuals you think are devoted to you. They are not, my love. Tell me about the Tower. One more shuffle. Thank you. Tower is clarified by 4 of Cups, the Empress, 3 of Wands. No need to clarify more. What didn't kill you made you stronger. The rejection, the neglect, the feeling not good enough. At some point, you decided to put on the big girl, big boy pants, and you moved forward from it. As hard as it was, you did it. King of Pentacles. Why is the King of Pentacles here for your current energy? One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Pentacles, clarified by the Emperor, the Page of Cups, and the Hierophant. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Someone doesn't like something in respect to your relationship. They don't like your marriage. They don't like your spouse. They don't like who you're dating. They don't like that you got a divorce. They don't like that you're separating. Someone doesn't like that you took full control of your life and decided to move in another direction. It bucks the system. It's unconventional. It's non-traditional. It's not what they would do. They wouldn't color their hair pink, for example. This is smack talk, back talk here. They don't like some changes that you've made. 5 of Cups, they're disappointed in decision, life path. Tell me about the King of Wands here in your near future. One more shuffle here. Thank you. I think there's going to be some cutting words here, I feel. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. King of Wands. Look at that, King of Wands to the King of Wands. Page of Wands, and now I've got 2 6 of Sword cards here from 2 different decks. I feel like in the near future, there's going to be a conversation with this person or these people. I think for some of you, this is family or just people that have been in your life a long time, like friends, you know, maybe a friend you've had in your life for like 10 years. I feel like these people, like, I feel like you're chiseling a new you. Like this is you working on a new you. And here are these little bitchy nosy bodies here watching you change, watching you progress forward, and being all catty about it behind your back. While you're busy improving yourself and radically changing your life, there's at least 2 people here criticizing you, watching what you're doing, and then when you're not around, bad-mouthing you. Meanwhile, you're literally creating a new you. You've been in the process of this for a long time. There's something here about an argument or calling someone out. I feel like it's a test. I think it's a test to see how much you respect yourself, how much you appreciate how far you've come. Are you going to roll over and let this person or these people make these catty comments to you? So for some of you, they're saying it to your face. For others of you, someone's going to tell you that so-and-so and so-and-so has been saying blah, blah, blah about you. And for others of you, you're going to overhear it. I feel like it's a test. Are you going to stand up for yourself and move away? Are you going to call them on it? King of Wands to King of Wands. Or are you going to roll over and pretend you didn't hear it and then allow it to create more internal trauma for you? I feel like it's a test. Tell me more about this. I think the disappointing part here is this is, again, person or people that you thought were devoted to you. Like this bird here, there's one bird on the floor that I presume is gone, right? And there's another bird watching over it, not eating it, not devouring it, but being devoted. So I think this person or these people, like you thought that they would be in your life or, like till the end or support you till the end type of thing. But no, instead they're waiting for you to crash and burn so they can go, aha, I told you she should have stopped bleaching her hair. Look, she went bald. That type, like they're waiting for something. Oh, I told you she shouldn't have left him for him, or he shouldn't have left her for her, or whatever. Oh, that relationship didn't work out either. So what? If it works out or it doesn't work out, why is it their business? Tell me more about this. I don't like this. One more shuffle here. Thank you. I think they're all smiles to your face. 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands. I think this is a test for you to stand up for yourself, to not roll over. I know that you've got great empathy, and I love that, you know, I don't just read the cards and look at the images and create a story. I also pick up on the energy, which on some days leaves me very depleted, but I digress anyway. And I know energetically that most of you, through the multiple towers some of you have gone through, you've not lost your sense of empathy. You still care. You're still compassionate. Sometimes you still care about the people who created the tower. You still don't wish them bad, even though they've totally, you know, sabotaged you or betrayed you. At some point in time, you're like, I hope they're doing well. Most of you, not all of you, but most of you. You still, and if it's not with that person, it's just other people in your life, you still have maintained a level of empathy and compassion. I feel like this is a test. Are you going to rise up in your power and call these people out? 5 of Wands to 5 of Wands. I mean, when they're fighting with you, or you catch wind of what they're saying, do you do nothing? Do you fight back aggressively? Do you get down and dirty at their level? I don't think saying nothing should be an option, my opinion. And I don't think stooping down to their level is like the route you should take either. I like this advice here. Standing in your power. And I love seeing the King of Wands here to the 6 of Swords, because you can get nasty. Knight of Swords to the Queen of Wands. You can punch back real hard. You could say nothing. You could originally, say nothing. La-di-da. 3 of Pentacles. I'm just going to keep working and pretend I didn't hear that. Or you can get very aggressive here. Queen of Wands and Knight of Swords say, what did you say about me? Or you can, King of Wands to 6 of Swords, just distance yourself from them. Communicate very little. Page of Wands, of why I heard what you said about me. I don't appreciate it, and I no longer need you in my life. Brevity. King of Swords. Very little words. Very balanced way to move on. Don't let this person or these people rob you of your happiness. Whether you're partnered, you're not partnered, you're happy. You're finally finding you're happy after everything you've gone through. I think it's another lesson, World card. I think it's a lesson here for you. You don't have to speak out from a place of pain and trauma from the past. You don't have to do nothing and roll over and la, 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 you know, pretend you didn't hear it or see it or whatever's happening here. I think the lesson here for you is, can Pisces stand up for themselves and with great brevity articulate their dissatisfaction for the discord, and then put this person or people on notice that I don't want you in my life anymore because I've come too far. You've gone from the Tower to the 10 of Cups in terms of emotional fulfillment. If I were me, like if I were you, I wouldn't want these people that are going to try to chisel away at my happiness. F you. I worked really hard to get here. I'm speaking like you. That's just my opinion. I'm so upset because I kind of went through something similar, and I hate that when they're like fake talking to your face and they pretend to be devoted, and then behind your back, it's like, oh my God, can you believe she got a divorce? Yeah, I got a divorce. So what? So what? But yeah, there's something like that at play. There's at least two people here. Can I find out more about the two people for Pisces? Let's see if we can get some identifying markers for you. Tell me more about the people. There's at least two here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 5 of Swords. Oh my God. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Verbally combative. Aggressive. 3 of Swords. More Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person takes it as an affront because you changed. Look, this could be something like, I don't know, you grew up being Muslim or Catholic, and suddenly now you're into spirituality and tarot, and they you know, badmouth that behind your back. It's something that you did here, which you did in an effort to improve your life. This person or these people took it like a betrayal, or how dare you, or you radically changed. More Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, Tower. So you got 2 Tower cards here, my love. Yeah, these people are all wound up. Technically, I got 8 swords here, 5 plus the 3, and then 8 swords. So yeah, these people are all wound up. I mean, you live rent-free in their head, and they're constantly, when you're not looking, they're constantly talking about you behind your back. Judgment to the Star card. You became free and independent, autonomous, 9 of Pentacles or something. You're moving towards wish fulfillment, and these people are judging you very harshly for it. Just be mindful of that. I feel like this is all going to happen within the next week or two. We have a full moon in Capricorn on the 10th, and then a new moon in Leo on the 24th. So that moon card here might give you a timetable between now and the 24th when this will transpire. That's what I have for you, Pisces, in respect to your current situation. If you like these messages, I don't know who would like them, but if they resonated with you or you just found them to be helpful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Well, there you have it, everyone, your current situation as of July 3rd, 2025. I'm going to continue to do this reading for you weekly, probably every Thursday from here on out. So I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that it helps you with your journey. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you good luck. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace.